Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen of all ages, races, and ethnicities alike. Is this thing on? What's going on, people? What's happening? What's up? What's up? Mic check, mic check. Video check, video check. Is the audio matching the visual, my friends? Let me know. Let me know down below. Is there some peeking? Is the music overpowering the stream? What's going on, people? Let a brother know. Let a brother know what's going on, folk. All right. So, of course, as with every single stream, we start out at the top of the stream with some shout outs. So, we got the homie Flame in the chat. Gamers, I'm afraid to say the Xbox tax is real. Oh, shit. Flame is already starting some drama. It's our first week back. It's our first week back on the channel, and we already discussed an Xbox tax. Flame, I already filed my taxes for the year, man. Can't we just wait until next year to bring all this stuff up, my friend? Come on now. We got Dylan Collins in the chat. Neo is back. Yes, sir. We got Zelda Fan 198. Sup, Neo? It's Das, by the way. Changed my username just a few weeks ago. Oh, shit. Yeah, man. That Zelda Fan right there. What happened to the other 197 of them? We need answers to that. We got Bobby Meow in the chat. He's back. Let's fucking go. You boy. We got PierretheGamer. He's back. He's back. Y'all making it sound like it's Spider-Man 2 up in this shit, bro. Someone's legit gonna I already know Jason's working on it. He's gonna Photoshop my face onto the damn swirling newspaper thing saying he's back. We got Beto Rods in the chat. We waited centuries for this, but he's finally back. Holy shit, it's not even Easter Sunday, and yet, let me not compare myself to the Lord on this stream. We got David Biglot in the chat. What's up, everybody? David, my guy, what's up? We still got this whiskey bottle for you, my man. We got DIMWITMONKEY. Oh, Lord. We got J-Fam. Guess who's back? Back again. Neo's back. Tell your friends. And hide your friends if they some thick Latinas. That's all I can say. Anyways, we got J-Fam, who's been a member for the past 29 months of the Spirit Detective tier. Thank you for your support, my brother, as always. Paper Mario is doing so well so far that Microsoft will cancel Intelligent Systems over it. That's how you know it's fire. Oh, shit. Jason, et tu brute? You already starting some drama? You starting some drama. But Flame is starting drama for the Xbox support. Jason is starting drama for the Xbox. I don't even want to say it's anti-Xbox. It's just... It's anti-stupidity, but damn, yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a bit. Flame says going to get the lotion BRB. Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Well, you know what? You just want to have yourself a nice experience. Hey, I respect that. Shit, it's not even like 5 minutes into the stream and it's already gone left. We got Exploit in the chat. Neo post time skip. Oh, I haven't been gone for that long, you guys. It's only been like, what, 2 months? It's been 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was like 2 years or something, I'll pull up with like a kid. That'd be a little different. Neo's gonna come in with an eye patch and a scar. Yeah, man. Metal Gear Solid 6. Straight up, man. The sins never die. Unless they do. I make sure they die. Neo goes on hiatus while Square Enix declines, but comes back when Kingdom Hearts goes to Steam. Coincidence? Maybe. Yeah, no, absolutely, bro. It's just one of those things that I couldn't come back onto the stream until Kingdom Hearts showed up on Steam. You know, that doesn't rhyme at all, but I never said I was a poet, and now you know it. We got NKDN in the chat. To the PC gamers, oh yes sir. We got Yusified in the chat. Kingdom Hearts collection coming to Steam and potentially the next Nintendo system. Do I hear triple dip? Yo, Yusified, my guy, it's not even triple dip at this point. It is like quadruple backflip, double, walking on a tightrope with flames and knuckles type of shit, bro. Because if there's one thing us Kingdom Hearts fans are consistent in, we are consistently supporting the devs. Nobody can ever question our allegiance, man. Like, I mean, at this point, bro, Kingdom Hearts on the PS2, Kingdom Hearts on the PS3, Kingdom Hearts on the PS4 again, and then Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts on all the handhelds, Kingdom Hearts finally coming out on Steam for real this time, and then now if they put that shit on the Switch too, it's a wrap, bro. I'm just saying, man. That's what we do. We just spend all our money just to get different versions of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Like, that's honestly what it is when you guys think about it. It's like we spend all this money just to get better versions of Kingdom Hearts 2. Because look at it like this. You got the first version of Kingdom Hearts 2, and then you bought the HD collection so you can get Final Mix localized for the first time. Then you got it on the PS4 because you wanted it at 60 frames per second, a better version of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. And then you got it on PC for mod support. ultra high frame rate, widescreen, whatever type of shit you want to do to that, you know, ultra wide. And then you're gonna get it on the Switch because it's gonna be so fucking weird to play Kingdom Hearts on a Nintendo console. It's very weird playing it on an Xbox console. Don't get it twisted. But even weirder playing it on a Nintendo system, even though Kingdom Hearts has been on Nintendo. You guys get what I'm saying. Just spread the gospel and the greatness of Kingdom Hearts 2 on every system imaginable. I mean, listen, you can play Kingdom Hearts on your phone's emulators now, bro. Like, we are here. It is time, my friends. It is time. We are going to celebrate, bro. No, it's not on Steam yet. It's going to be launching on Steam in a few weeks. I think June 13th. Let's see. Who else is up in this chat? We got, hold up. We just want our whole Kingdom Hearts tirade. I love it. This man said, no Diddy. Hey, yo. We got Jonathan Pogi. What's up, my brother? That's my brother out here in the real. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing, bro? Hope the family is well. I know you and the wife, you just celebrated, was it your anniversary? I know y'all celebrated something recently. Congratulations. We got Dave DMZ, second coming. Yes, sir. Don't call it a comeback, though. Don't call it a comeback. Epsilon in the chat. Older women are superior, huh? Yeah, listen, it's a little too soon in the stream to get into that, but we will get into that. Oh, shout out to the homie Manny for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. I know we're probably going to get a couple of the Twitter followers up in here saying, I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. Apparently I do. I got to get more consistent on that, but, you know, the times are changing. The wind is flowing and doing different things from, like, left to right. What's going on? Miss you, bro. I miss you too, Pogi. We gotta get guys' night together, man. You see, that's the thing. For those of you guys who don't know, if you might be a little younger than me, you might be in school, you might, like, have all this free time. The thing about being an adult and working full time is that you just accept the fact that you don't get to see your friends often, so you got to schedule stuff years in advance. It's like, hey, you guys want to hang out? Yeah, I'm free. When are you guys free? Oh, I can be free like 16 Mondays from now. All right, let's just lock it in, man. 16 Mondays from now at 7 p.m. Like, that's literally how it is, man. And it's even worse if you got, like, family and you got kids. Not saying that's bad, but, you know, it just makes it harder to coordinate because you got more responsibilities. And then there's just this guy, Chris, who just he's not married, he doesn't have kids yet. So it's like, hey. So I'm always that guy who goes out with, like, all the dads and shit. I'm like, hey, what's up, y'all? That's an interesting cut for you. Oh, no, it's not even a different haircut. It's literally, like, I still got my afro under this. I've just put, like, gel in my hair, and I took the sponge brush, and I just, like, twisted it all up. That's usually how I rock my hair for, like, 5 days out of the week, and then the other 2 days, I just wear the afro. Who else is in here? Roosevelt, what's up, my guy? Michael Wells is in the chat. Video Game Lover 58, what's up? We got Kirk View, glad you're back, Neo. Have you beaten Rebirth? What are your thoughts? Oh, I got some thoughts on that Rebirth, bro. We got B-Rex in the chat. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Furiosa, aka Peak Week, and I'm extremely excited. Yes, that is right, you guys. In 2 days, man, we got a new Mad Max movie, and I am ecstatic because it's been like almost 10 years, bro. Dave says shots. Guys, listen, it's a little too early in the night. Will there be shots? There might be shots, just as a celebration, but I don't know, man. All I know is that it's hot as balls right now because I got all the lights on me, all eyes on me, and I haven't done this in a while. So my body's just like, why are all the lights on you, bro? Gotta crank up the sweat. But yeah, you can just enjoy the glisten. I hope that's doing something for you, Flame, because I know you got the Jello shots. Hey, listen, if we got a thick Latina, we can just, like, slurp Jello shots off of. And listen, let me not get into this right now. This is a wholesome Christian YouTube stream. Some of y'all haven't seen me since the dark ages, right? But what's going on, everybody? We got John the Don in the chat. We got DC Gaming, my brother. Mayo shots, boy. Hey, man, listen, you know, this was a fun live stream, you guys. It was great seeing you for all of 10 minutes that was live, but DC Gaming killed the stream. I got to cut it off now, man. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evenings. Y'all take care. And when in doubt for why this happened, blame DC Gaming for that. Another reason you can blame the damn bastards in DC. We got Acebreaker in the chat. Never too early to down a bottle of Henny. Acebreaker, words to live by, my brother. How you been, by the way, man? Hope all is well. Yo, so Acebreaker, speaking of Hennessy, my coworker put me onto this. He put me onto this, like, he makes like this Henny lemonade slush. Yo, that shit was crazy, bro. It was like a margarita, but not a margarita. But it was like frozen lemonade with Hennessy in it. That shit was fire, bro. I was like, yo, I gotta start making this shit in the summer. Oh man. Damn, we got all the alcoholics in chat timing in. Let's go. Let's get it. But I gotta go back and I gotta do the shout outs, man. We gotta be fair. We gotta be fair. Just got a Steam Deck. Shout out to you, DIMWITMONKEY. Hell yeah, you got it at the best possible time. We got the homie Flame, who's been a member for the past 28 months of the Phantom Weirdo tier. This whole world is ass backwards, man. I just want to hold dearly onto Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance and feel safe again. I missed your streams though, man. I missed you too, bro, even though I talk to you every single day, unfortunately. No, you know what? I'm very fortunate I get to talk to Flame. Even though Flame is, he's gonna be fighting back. He's gonna be fighting back hard when it comes to this Hellblade shit. Oh, Zack Rodriguez in the chat, my brother. What's up? We got TX Bounty. We got Otaku Underground. We got J World. What's up? My man LaFoot4 in the chat. Hello. We got Jess Season. Hi. What's up? What's up? How you doing, Jess? Let's see. We got Don Otaku. Damn, Neo just skipped over me as usual. Oh, I didn't see you, Don Otaku, because my mind, it's just programmed and wired to assume that you just gonna be spouting some bullshit. You know how it be, man. But shout out to my boy Don Otaku. Honestly, I'm actually kind of glad that Don Otaku is doing terrible right now in life, because not only as a Scott Pilgrim fan, he got disappointed, but as an Xbox stan, he got disappointed with Hellblade. It's not a good time for my man Don Otaku. You gotta pray for him. But again, that's what you get for dissing the Lord of the Rings. But I digress. You know, you love to see it, my friends. You love to fucking see it. Let's see. Who else is in here? We got Ares EMS. Hot take. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game. Just never got around to it. So many versions. I don't know where to start. Well, my brother, I am happy to inform you that it's now more than ever easier. So much easier to get into the franchise. Because all you have to do is just start with Kingdom Hearts 1.5. The naming is confusing. I understand that. You're looking at it, you're like, what in the world is a 1.5, 2.5 HD remix? What? Just wait until you find out what a 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passageway is. Just run with the fact that Square just Square. That's all I can say. Square is square. Circle is a triangle. Everyone is Sora. Everyone is Xehanort. It's insane. But yeah, man. I mean, you know what's really interesting? How many people who I've seen, because you know a lot of people who. I think it's safe to say that everyone here got into Kingdom Hearts. We all played that shit like when we were a kid, right? You know, or around that time period. I wonder if there's like new Kingdom Hearts fans out there. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of folk don't really jive with the first Kingdom Hearts just because of, you know, how dated it could be at times or whatever. But I'm really interested to see if like there's going to be an influx of new people now that it's coming out on Steam. You know what I'm saying? Like new people getting into the franchise and playing through everything in succession. Whereas we had to wait like 30 damn years for this saga to wrap up. It's gonna be interesting. Who else is in here? Oh, I want to give a huge shout out to the homie DC Gaming. You know, even though he's a trifling son of a bitch at the worst of times, he's also a good man. He's been a member for the past 22 months of the Phantom Weirdo tier. If he does Mayo shots, we will have issues. No, we ain't doing no Mayo shots. We honestly, guys, we are limited to one shot of Mayo a year. We did a shot of Mayo last year. We did a shot of Mayo the year before, and I think that's it. I think that's it for the foreseeable future. Will we do a shot this year? I don't know, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, or should I say we'll open that jar when we get to it. What's up, Rhino? How you doing, my brother? And he also gifted 5 memberships to the Shadow. Oh shit! Shout out to you, DC Gaming. I appreciate you, my brother. JMac19, Ace Breaker, B Rex, the Cyclic Gamer, and Wada Wada were all gifted memberships. So shout out to DC Gaming. That's my fam right there. Oh, and we got another super chat coming in from Don Otaku, who's been a member for the past 12 months of the Phantom Weirdo tier. I appreciate your support. He says, we got Xbox fanboys hyping up graphics over gameplay and PlayStation fanboys discrediting graphics, and now gameplay is the end-all be-all. Ass backwards. Yeah, man, it's a funny time to be a gamer out in these streets. It's like one day people are pro-acquisition and now they're anti-acquisition. First, graphics matter above all else, and then gameplay matters above all else. You know, like on one day sales numbers don't matter, and now it's all about sales number. It's just like nothing is consistent anymore. Nothing is consistent. If there is something that is consistent, it's the fact that motherfuckers in this community are not consistent, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. But you know what? It is so fascinating to watch it unfold real time from the background. Like you're just sitting over there on the bleachers, you're just watching all this shit and just people tear each other apart. It is fascinating, man. I gotta say, like the past 2 months, especially with all the whole Xbox hubbub about them going like multi-platform, and then all the dude, so much has happened since I have not been streaming, you guys. Like, holy crap. Hold on one second. Hold on. It's just so funny. It's so funny. Everyone's like, yeah, the world is ass backwards. At least 2 super chats talking about that. All right, you know what, guys? Let me just get the intro out of the way, and then we can get back to this regular stream. Welcome, everybody. If you are tuning in for the first time, welcome to Ask Neo. Ask Neo is my weekly Q&A series where you guys ask me questions and I answer them to the best of my ability. There's no real flow or structure to this particular show. It's literally just us kicking back, hanging out. You know, some people bring some beer, some people bring some liquor, you know, your snacks. Just kick back, relax, whether you're at work, whether you're driving home from work, whether you're cooking, whether you just chilling, playing a game. Comment down below and let me know. Now, before we dive further into the stream, or should I say just get back to the stream, down below in the video description, I have a couple of links of interest, social media outlets, from Twitter to Instagram, our Discord community, the Phantom Weirdos, which we are actually going to be doing something this weekend. Yes, I'm springing this up on y'all. If anybody is free, I'm debating on whether or not it's going to be Saturday night or Friday night, but if anybody is free on either of 2 evenings, we are going to be having ourselves our very first Discord community movie night. That is right, you guys. It's something that we had talked about for a while, but we just could never get the timing of things. And, you know, there weren't really a lot of things that we could watch as a unit that is just like funny and anybody can just jump on board with. But there is a movie that is out, that is available on streaming for those who have access to the particular platform, that being Netflix. This weekend, we are going to be having our community Discord watch of the one and only. You can tell that this was like worked on with all the love and care and attention in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend we're going to be watching Madam Web. That's right, you guys. So this weekend, like I said, I haven't figured out whether it's going to be Friday night or Saturday night, but it's going to be one of those 2 nights. Most likely leaning towards Saturday night. We're going to be watching Madam Web. It's free to join. You just have to be a member of the Discord community, the Phantom Weirdos. I'm going to create a custom voice channel if I haven't already, and I'm just going to announce it on Twitter. Like, hey guys, we're going to be watching Madam Web, or if you're on Discord, I'll just post it on there. We're watching Madam Web. All you have to do is just, number 1, make sure you have a functioning microphone, and that's it, you know? Just join the Discord. Preferably, I would prefer you guys, if you have access to a microphone, make sure it's not in a very loud environment, or if you're watching the movie, at least wear headphones so a lot of people aren't getting reverb from the other stuff happening, because if we're all watching the movie at the same time, we want to make sure that, hey, you know, we can hear each other and then we can also hear the movie. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun thing. Like I said, something I wanted to do for a while in addition to the community game nights. So that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that because I've never seen Madam Web. All I've seen is that first trailer and just all the memes that are floating on by. So if you guys are interested, join our Discord community down below. It is free to join, and also follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be posting the updates about when we are going to go live. It's about time. Yes, Chris Farb, it's about time for us to just sit down and just watch some real cinema greatness. But yeah, other than that, you guys, the show tonight is, don't call it a comeback show, but it is a return to form to the Ask Neos. It's been a while since I have been streaming. There are a couple of reasons for that. I mean, like, first things first, I always tell you guys this: if there isn't really a lot of stuff happening in the industry news-wise, I'm not really going to try to force myself to put out content, just because it would feel disingenuous, you know what I'm saying? So all throughout the month of, like, you know, like later parts of March, there really wasn't a lot happening. It was very dry for gaming news. And then all of a sudden, within like the past like 2 weeks or so, there was crazy shit happening, you know, from all the stuff happening with Xbox to, you know, the PlayStation, Helldivers situation. Now there's the Square Enix stuff, and it's just, everything is ramping back up, which is really good to see. So we're going to discuss some of those things tonight. But later this week, I'm going to be making a long form video. I'm probably going to record it Thursday night. I'm going to make a long form video discussing like everything that I found interesting in like the past 2 months. It's going to be a really long video, probably like 30-40 minutes long. But I think if I can commit myself to that, like that one video a week, and just do that as like a way for people who don't watch the streams to watch that, enjoy that, I think that'll be pretty cool. But we're going to talk about a lot of that stuff in that video, but feel free, if you want to discuss it here, we can discuss it here. But then just in general, outside of that stuff, you know, life has been lifing, you know, things happening with work, things happening in my personal life that I'll talk to you guys about at a later stage. But it was just one of those things where I just didn't feel up to getting on camera and streaming, you know, personal shit. You guys know how it is. But your boy Neo is doing fine. He's in a really, really, really good fucking place now more than ever, especially this past week. Shit has been awesome. And, you know, we just keep it on, man. We just keep it on, bro. So it's awesome to see everybody here pulling up deep for tonight's chat. Shout out to you guys. Let me know what y'all have been up to in the past couple weeks. What have you guys been watching? What have you guys been gaming? What have you guys been reading? You know, like as far as like me, myself, and I've been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of different stuff when I do have the free time. So in terms of like what I have been playing, I've been jumping back and forth between a couple of things. You guys know, like my goal this year is to focus heavily on completing all the RPGs that have come out. So of course, like the first big game of the year that I played was Persona 5 Royal. And excuse me if I have to keep like dabbing the sweat off my face. It's just because like these freaking studio lights I have on me, I need to get some new ones because they really make me fucking sweat, bro. So excuse me if I keep doing that throughout the course of the night. I just want to make sure I'm not looking like, you know. But the first big game that I completed this year was Persona 5 Royal. Oh, I just noticed the music has been gone for a while. Did you guys want me to play more music, or do you just want it silent? Like, what do you guys want? You guys want more lo-fi remixes? Let me know. But Persona 5 Royal, that was the first big game that I completed this year after so many years of putting it off. The homie Flame issued a challenge. He said, bro, you got to finish this fucking game because you keep getting halfway through in all these playthroughs. I'm tired of it. So we finished Persona 5 Royal. That was like the only game I played for an entire month. Put like 120 something hours into it. Music time? All right, let me go get some music. I mean, since it's a Kingdom Hearts mood, we'll just play some Kingdom Hearts lo-fi. There. What the fuck is going on outside? Someone's like playing like an opera, but I don't know if it's coming from like their speaker or they're actually doing the operatic section themselves. I don't fucking know, guys. Either way. So yeah, I finished Persona 5 Royal. That was like the one game that I played religiously from like January into the latter parts of February. And then once I finished that, I jumped straight into... Fuck, it's coming from this side. I don't know. But then outside of that, I went straight into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I went through Rebirth. I put about, I want to say 40, 50 hours into the game, leaning towards 50 hours into the game. Got all the way to the end of chapter 12, starting chapter 13, and I started to get a little burnt out. Basically, the thing about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I touched on this in the last time I was streaming, well, Rebirth has a lot of good stuff about it. How's the audio? Hopefully it's not overpowering my voice. Let me know, you guys. Let me know. The thing about Rebirth is that there's a lot of cool stuff to do into the game, like a lot of great side content. But to me, what really bogged down my enjoyment was the pacing of a couple of the chapters in the game, especially one chapter 11. I'm not going to get into spoilers for those who are playing it, but yeah, that chapter in particular, dude, I was playing through that chapter, and after I beat that chapter, I had to take like a week off from the game because that chapter alone, because my thing about the 7 remake project that they're doing is that I don't mind the fact that they're splitting it up into multiple games, but when you just throw in this excessive padding and you take me out of the experience when I want that main story content, it's killing me. It really is. And I know this is the part of the Final Fantasy VII story where it's kind of like we're getting to know all the characters, and that's great. That's awesome, because Final Fantasy, like, the story's concentrated towards the beginning and towards the end, and then the middle portion is just kind of like them wandering around learning stuff. That's great. But when you make me do a whole fucking chapter playing as this fucking cat, and it's just god awful because no one likes to play as Kate shit, like, bro, and then I'm working a part-time shift as an Amazon warehouse worker. It's just, it was a lot. It was a lot, bro. Am I over-exaggerating for comedic effect? Most likely not. But yeah, it was one of those things where I was just like, you know what? I'm putting Rebirth down. I'm not touching it. I'm gonna switch to something else because that seriously pissed me the fuck off. But then I got obsessed with Persona 3 Reload, and I put a ton of time into Persona 3 Reload. I'm about to enter August, so you know that's a gauge for the progress where I'm at in that game. And then when I haven't been playing Persona 3 Reload, it's just been like dabbling with like a little stuff. Like whenever I'm on break at work, I might play a little bit of like Octopath Traveler. You know, my sister and I were doing something really interesting right now where we're both playing the first Ace Attorney game. Because she's never finished the entire like Ace Attorney saga, let alone one game. And I've been bullying her for the better part of like 3-4 years, like, yo, you gotta play the series, it's awesome, I think you like it. You know, it's like a low barrier of entry, there's really not too much gameplay you gotta worry about. So we've been doing that. Like we've been playing like I think a chapter, well not chapter, well an episode like every other week, and we've been discussing it, and we're gonna work our way towards the third game where she's gonna finally witness peak. So yeah, so it's just been a little bit of like everything, like hopping around all over the place, but primarily the one game I've been playing a lot of in the past like month has been Persona 3 Reload, and that's really been interesting. Going back and playing Persona 3 Reload after not playing Persona 3 for an extremely long period of time. Like the last time I played Persona 3 was like over 10 years ago. And replaying it, man, it's one of those things about Persona 3 where I love a lot about Persona 3. I love the characters. I love the dynamics of the characters. I love the introduction that this is like the modern version of Persona. But if there's one thing that I think Persona 5 did very well, way better than Persona 3, was how Persona 5's story brought you along for the ride. Whereas Persona 3, it's really heavy on the simulation aspect, and the story is like peppered in every single month surrounding the full moons. And it's cool in the sense that if you like having that control to do whatever you want for the simulation aspect, that's great. But if you're someone who's like looking for a semblance of a story, you don't get that. Like Persona 3 Reload story is like more back heavy, you know, because when the story gets fucking good, it gets incredible. But for the first, man, I want to say the first half of the game, it's really like nothing there. And you compare that to Persona 5, where you go through the first palace and you're just like, holy fucking shit. You have a good idea of all the characters that you meet at the time. You get a great first villain. It's just awesome. So going from Persona 5 Royal to Persona 3 Reload, doing that shift really fucked with me. You know, like I felt like I was pushing myself at times to play it. Because I remember what the payoff is for Persona 3 Reload. It's so funny just like revisiting all these Persona games with different lenses and just and like critiquing it. Because you know, I'm a firm believer that like every 5 years you should re-experience like your favorite media to see if you have different opinions on it, or if you're looking at it from like under a different lens. So that's been a fascinating experience going through that. But I should have Persona 3 Reload done hopefully in the next couple of weeks, you know, because I'm not really going to go for like an 100% achievement run. I'm just going to go through the main story and do that stuff, and then when the DLC drops, I'll play that. But yeah, you know, I have a lot of other things that are on my docket that I'm trying not to put a lot of time into, considering, you know, I'm just trying to beat all those RPGs. I still have Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth waiting in the wings. I left it in my car, but I just bought Unicorn Overload. Is that what it's called? Unicorn Overlord? Unicorn Overlord? I think it's Unicorn Overlord. I don't know why it's a tongue twister for me. But I finally bought that off of the recommendations of you guys, you know, because I love Fire Emblem, and y'all are saying like, yo, if you like Fire Emblem, this is like Fire Emblem on crack. And I said, okay. That's what I do. I'm a sheep. I just I just do those things. But I'm not touching that until I finish up Persona 3 Reload and then Rebirth. But yes, hey, Marcus, I am doing that. I am pacing myself when it comes to these games. I'm not starting a new one without finishing that. Yeah, it is Kate shit. Absolutely, bro. Oh man. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing as far as playing games. Outside of that, in terms of like watching entertainment, the Fallout TV show. Holy shit. Can we talk about how incredible the Fallout TV show was? Dude, as someone who really wasn't checking for this show at all, because, you know, video game adaptations are still hit or miss, that show, off the rip, that first episode, it did exactly what I wanted a Fallout TV show to do. It's not trying to recreate the story of the games, because, you know, it's a choose your own adventure, Bethesda titles. That's how it is. You know, you choose your own adventure. The story is your choice, right? They have their main golden path quests, of course, but it's all about your experience. It basically created its own set of characters and just dropped you into the world. And the world is familiar enough for enjoyers of the franchise, but for newcomers who have no attachment to it, it's still a great show. There's a great mystery angle to it. There's a lot of stuff that they're seeding for the future, and man, I loved it all throughout, bro. I'm so excited for that second season. I'm so happy that it's coming back, and dude, just fantastic performances all around, man. Like Walton Goggins as the ghoul, bro. Holy shit, man. It's like one of the few shows that I watched where I finished the first season and I already want to run it back and just rewatch it to see if there was like some stuff that I missed. Like, oh my god, like, dude. So yeah, the Fallout TV show on Amazon Prime Video. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. Outside of that, let's see what other shows I've been watching. X-Men 97, that wrapped up recently. I was watching that religiously every single week. Phenomenal return to form. Again, similar to Fallout, I had no expectations for it because, you know, when it comes to these legacy revivals, a lot of them lean heavy on nostalgia, and, you know, a lot of us are kind of burnt out on the MCU. But this was anything but that. This was the best way I could describe X-Men 97 is it's X-Men the animated series the next season. It's not one of those revivals that takes like half the time to explain the characters and what they went through and oh my god, do you guys remember this and that? It's literally like X-Men 97. It's assuming that you know all the stuff that happened with these characters and this is the next season. And it's so fucking good, bro. It's so fucking good. Like, it starts out and you're like, all right, this is cool. This is nice. It ramps up a little bit. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, what are they doing here with the story? Oh, all right, you know, we'll see where this is going. And then about at that halfway point, it just literally drops a bomb on you. And dude, I can't believe they're going where they're going with this story. Like, it's just one of those things where if you grew up, you read the comics, and you're like, wow, this is great. I would really love for this to get adapted. But, you know, they don't make cartoons anymore, and the Fox movies keep fucking everything up. And then here they come with X-Men 97, and you're getting these storylines. Phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. Especially episode 5. That right there. Like, I know I just sound like I'm just this is the glazing hour right now for the TV shows I've been watching, but it's just been legitimate good stuff, bro. Legitimately good stuff, and I love it. I'm trying not to speak too much on all the other things I've been watching. I did start Shogun after I finished X-Men 97. I started Shogun. I'm on the 2nd episode right now. It's pretty solid so far, but I want to wait and see, you know, how much better it gets. But that's like the next TV show that I'm watching, taking my time with that one. And a little nightly project that I've been doing is like every other night I'm cracking open a movie in my 4K collection that I either haven't watched in a very long time or it was still in the plastic and I'm watching it. So that's what I did recently. You know, I went through and I watched Oppenheimer for the first time since I saw it in theaters back in the summer. God tier movie. So good, man. It gets better on every rewatch. In addition to that, you know, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It was nice revisiting that after a couple of years. And there was also what else did I watch recently? I just started my annual rewatch of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Every spring I do that. It's what I do, bro. Because I love the Lord of the Rings. Who doesn't love the Lord of the Rings? Who isn't named Don Otaku? Come on now. But yeah, that's been that for your boy Neo, man. I mean, it's just been a lot of consuming of entertainment, a lot of working, and just like getting ready to enjoy the summer season, man. I can't believe it. We're about to be in June. We say this every year, but we're about to be in June. But what you guys been up to? Let me read in the comments. Oh, we got a $4.99 super chat coming in from Nobody. Yo, what up? Damn, I'm late. No, you're not late, man. A wizard arrives exactly when he's intended to, man. Don't even worry about that at all. But it's so good to see you guys. I see we got a lot of people in the chat. Like I said, Marcus Doyle Terrell, Manny Bonda. I know you subscribe to your channel, but shout out to you, my man. We love media consumption. Absolutely. Yes, we do, Jess. We love it. I don't have it right here. It's on my shelf, but I just got Andor on 4K. So I'm going to go through that at some point. Who else is in here? Dude, I got food. I have not watched Lord of the Rings. Well, you need to fix that. Pooh Bear is in the chat. Have you watched The 3 Body Problem? I haven't, but I have heard decent things about it. Kirk View said, I've seen some of your IG stories. What are your thoughts on Kendrick versus BBL Drizzy? Oh, that's another thing that, you know, it feels like it happened so long ago, even though it was like, what, 2 weeks back, 3 weeks back? The whole Drake versus Kendrick shit. Oh my God. Guys, I gotta say, that was probably a top 5 most entertaining week of my life on the internet. Like, period. Like it's up there with like E3 2013. It's up there with just like any type of nonsense that's going on. It was so fucking good, man, because if you were witnessing this in real time and you had a vested interest, it was just like track after track after track, and then Drake drops one, and then Kendrick drops Euphoria, and then it's like, oh my fucking god, and then Drake drops this, and then Kendrick drops that, and then Kendrick drops that, and then it's just fucking over, bro. It was so good, man. I love the rap game, bro. I haven't seen rap beef that entertaining in a very long time, man, because usually it's just like corny and played out, but that was legitimately fun to witness in real time. Let's see. Well, after your exams, you can watch Lord of the Rings. That'll be your treat. No, absolutely. Kendrick went fucking hard. And one thing I love about Kendrick, I'm not gonna try to glaze too much. I did enough glazing today. One thing I love about Kendrick, right? Outside of like, you know, him being so methodical and saying shit and predicting all of Drake's moves, I just love the fact that like he even predicted how the culture would react, bro. Because he drops Euphoria. It's a fucking incredible song. I think it's the best one he put out during that phase. But then he puts out Meet the Grams, right? And that, you know, a lot of people are looking at that as, well, I say people, but people were viewing that track as, you know, it's not that great because you can't, it's not a bop, you know, you can't listen to this and be like, oh shit, I want to dance this, whatever. Immediately after that, what does Kendrick do? They're not like us. They're not like us. Because he fucking knows how the game works, bro. And he knows the culture, bro. And it's still just as effective, bro. I mean, Meet the Grams is still like, holy fucking shit. But, dude. Oh my god. Dude, I just, like, some of this shit is just so fucking funny. What's OVO stand for? The other rational option? God, man, it's so good. Oh, what's up, Ghost Rider? How you doing? Okay, I'm gonna go read some of the comments. Oh, we got Ramon. What's up, Ramon? How you doing, my brother? I've been playing Jedi Survivor and cussing those bastards to respawn out on this performance. Oh, are you playing it on PC? Because you play it on consoles, it works pretty much like it should have worked when it launched. It took them like at least like 6 months to properly patch the game, which sucks. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic game, bro. Jedi Survivor, it was my game of the year. It was my game of the year last year. Man, just wait till you hit the emotional beats in that game. Holy shit. That game almost made me cry, bro. We got Zack Rodriguez, who's been a member for the past 29 months of the Phantom Weirdo tier. I appreciate you, my guy. Yo, Chris, I just finished Stellar Blade. It's my new favorite game. Gameplay, soundtrack, and visuals are all insane. Fire emoji. Reviews were not fair to it, sadly. I felt like Stellar Blade got reviewed pretty well, right? Isn't it in the 80s? 80s is a pretty good score. I mean, like, Ghost of Tsushima is, in my opinion, one of the better games to come out in the past couple years, and that's in the 80s, you know? Like, so to me, if a game reviews in the 80s, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Did Stellar Blade get in the 80s? Yeah, I think so, right? But yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Stellar Blade. A lot of people are saying it harkens back to like the late PlayStation 2, early PS3 generation of gaming, where the story, it's there, but it's everything else surrounding it that's just so much fun. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Stellar Blade I will get at some point, but I just, I'm still working through all these fucking RPGs. Like I said, I'd be lucky if I beat 10 games this year, but they're all like 100 hours long. We got Pi Studios in the chat. We got Chris the AI God. What's up? Finally finished Alan Wake 2. It was a really good game, but the PC port had issues even after the patches. See, that's what happens when you don't put it on Steam, Remedy. I'm kidding. I don't care. But Alan Wake 2 is also on my list. Alan Wake 2 is going to be a palate cleanser game for me. Like, probably when I finish Yakuza Infinite Wealth, I'll run Alan Wake 2, because it'll be like a game that's not an RPG that I could finish within like, what, 20 hours? And I've been obsessed with that song from the game. Herald of Darkness. Whew, that shit is fire, bro. I'll show you the Herald of Darkness. Hey, Chris. We have two Chris's. We have a lot of Chris's in the chat tonight. We good people. What's up, Chris? How you feeling about Metaphor ReFantasio? It's looking pretty fucking good, bro. Like, I'm trying, like I told you guys, I'm trying not to watch too many of the trailers, but I watched that last one they put out. I think it was the story trailer, and I'm just looking at that, and it's ticking all the boxes. I'm really curious to see how the combat is going to work, because they have, like, I think for the lower scale enemies, you're doing the hack and slash combat, and then for like the at scale enemies and above, it turns into the turn-based. So I'm curious to see how that works. But it's looking good. from my research, this is the Persona 5 team of Atlus working on this, which makes sense considering the last game they put out was P5 in 2016. So, ooh, wow, this is going on almost 8 years. Holy shit. So that's looking really good. Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. Like, dude, this year is a really good time to be a fan of Japanese games. Dragon's Dogma, Yakuza, Persona, Final Fantasy, Unicorn. I'm so tempted to call it Unicron Overlord. Unicron, bro. And then we have freaking Metaphor, and then Refend, freaking Dragon Ball coming out. Dude. No, but I thought that Studio Zero was made up of all the, it's not made up of all the Persona 5 people, no? Or is it just like the director and like the head staff of that? I could have sworn, unless it's the head staff. Okay, so if it's just the head staff of P5 that went to work on Metaphor, okay. I could have sworn it was like at least more than the director. But you might be right, Pi Studios. Studios, oh, okay, so Ghost says Studio Zero is made up Persona 5 team vets. Okay. So it's the team vets that start, okay. All right, so we're both right in that sense. And then Ghost of the Shadow comes in and says, you're both right, it's okay. Persona 6 is being helmed by the P5 art director, which that excites me the most, Ghost of Shadow, because Persona 5 Royal, now that your boy Neo's completed it, I understand why a lot of people were saying, dude, just get through all the Persona 5 shit you already know. Get to the epilogue section, because when you get to the epilogue of that game, I say an epilogue. Epilogue makes it seem like it's a little bit of time, but it's a good, like, what, 20 hours? The writing and the characterization in that third semester of Persona 5 Royal is better than 65% of Persona 5 story. I was shocked, and I was texting Flame and Jason in real time about this, because it's literally like one of those things where it's like, holy fucking shit, bro. Because Persona 5, I love the game to death, as you guys know. But about halfway through the game, it starts to lose its steam, and then the main villain of the game is just one of those, like, I want to be God type shit. And I was like, all right, we're going to fight this guy. Justice. Woo! You know? Woo! But when you get to Royal's ending, well, not its ending, but when you get to like the third semester and you meet the, I don't even want to call him a villain, he's more of an adversary, right? When you see that guy, I'm trying to speak around the spoilers, but you see that guy and you see how it's intertwined with other characters in the game, one in particular who, he was in the original Persona 5 experience, but he's just so much more fleshed out in the third semester. Like, dude, it's so good, bro. It's so good. Like, okay, yeah, I will glaze the third semester of Persona 5 Royal until I'm freaking, I don't know at that point. Like, how much more glazed can it be? Like, DJ Academics glazed? Maybe I don't want to be compared to DJ Academics because he might have a case on him. I don't know. But, yeah, so those are all, like, the things that I've been enjoying and appreciating over the past couple of months. But yeah, let's, guys, so feel free just to ask some questions. I'm going to do basically like search and destroy. I'm just going to rapid fire blast everything and just, go from there. Are you ready to buy Kingdom Hearts on Steam? Yes, I am. I'm not going to buy it day one, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and buy it when it's on sale because I want to play portable Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. I'm a simple man in life. I'm a simple man in life. I like working out. I like thick Latinas, and I love playing Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Like, sue me. It's a peaceful life. It's a peaceful life, like that guy said. It's simple yet satisfying. And I'm not alone in that. I'm not alone. You guys agree with me on this, and you know what I'm talking about. Neo, what's your wish list for the Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero roster? Goku early, Goku mid, Goku end. Super Saiyan 1 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan God Blue Goku, Super Ultra Instinct Goku, Kaioken Goku, Kaioken times 10 Goku, and they all have separate character slots. That's how you know we're so back. If you have the Dragon Ball Z fighting game and they have like different character slots for Goku and Vegeta, and they're all like the same age, you know, it's not like Kid Goku or whatever, we are so back, bro. We are so back. Somebody clip that and put it on a shirt. Yeah, honestly, I might try to start this movement, Ultimate Power. I might. A man of taste, I see. Listen, Jess. I am nothing if not honest. I am a man of the people. I'm a man of the people, bro. And I feel like I speak for everybody definitively when, you know, we are simple creatures. We really are, man. We're not that complicated. Listen, you give me burger, you give me wings, and you give me liquor, I'm satisfied. I'll just put me in a corner and I'll watch a movie. I'm like, all right, you know? Oh, shit. We have got a $13.99 Canadian super chat from Colin, my boy. Love this guy. Hey, Chris, how are you, my friend? So happy to see you back doing streams. I'm almost done with Persona 3 Reload, and I'm absolutely loving it so far. Persona 3 is my personal favorite Persona game. Oh, Colin, my boy, it's so good to see you too, man. How come I can heart your thing, but I can't like your comment? I don't know why. So the black person can heart it, but he can't like it? I see how it is. Head of Google. But Colin, it's good to see you, my guy. What you been up to, man? You been collecting any movies recently? How have things been with you? I've been good, man. You know, like past 2 months. I know you weren't here for the early stream, but it was a combination of like personal stuff and just in general there not being a lot to talk about. So I was like, all right, you know, no streams for the time being. But your boy Neo is doing well. He's been doing a lot of gaming. He's been watching a lot of stuff. And yeah, man, Persona 3, dude, it's so sick because Colin, Zack Rodriguez, a bunch of other people are all like, I love this and I hate it at the same time. It's because I put y'all onto game and then I don't finish the games. How fucking crazy is that? I'm like, yeah, guys, play the Persona series, and these motherfuckers beat the games before me. I was like, shit. But you know what? Isn't that kind of like one of those things where it's like, it's better to teach everybody a bunch of stuff. It's better to teach someone how to fish and then they go catch like 1,000 fish. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Right? Some of you guys know what I mean. Okay, bro likes Latinas, my goats. Yo, dude, listen. A brother does not discriminate. I love all women of all ethnicities. But man, there's just something about them Latinas, bro. Like, it's my fucking kryptonite. I don't know what it is, bro. Like, in the past, at least like 2 of my girlfriends have been Hispanic, bro. You know? Hispanic, Asians. Never dated a white girl before. Never dated an Indian. Dated an Asian chick. She was Chinese. Welcome back, G. Good to see you. It's good to see you, Sora Life Story. We got a $4.99 super chat coming in from Zack Rodriguez. Chris, I was talking with a girl at work, and she said she won't date a guy who games. Is there a lot of women like that? Solid Rev has a video about this. All right, I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. Depending on who you talk about, there's going to be a lot of people who say that I can't date people who do this or who do that or whatever. The way I see it, bro, a hobby is a hobby. A hobby is a hobby. If you're playing video games, it should not be a big deal. It's literally just an aspect of your life and how you choose to enjoy your entertainment, right? Provided you have everything else organized in your life in terms of you go to work, in terms of like you're bettering yourself, you're not being like a slob or whatever. I don't view gaming as like an issue. But there are some people out there who said they don't want to date a gamer because they think gaming is childish or they've had a bad experience with someone they dated who is a gamer. And I look at that and I'm just like, how fucking old are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has hobbies, everybody games. Maybe you had an issue more with that person and their lack of drive and motivation versus the video games. Because everybody plays fucking video games now, whether it's like Fortnite or Call of Duty or even just like people who pick up a console and they just play Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy. Like, it is what it is, man. It's no big deal. But if she doesn't want to date you because you play video games, bro, then move on, man. Don't think too much about it because it's not that big of a deal. Like, because you love this shit, you live by this shit, and you're doing what you got to do, Zach. You work out, you keep yourself in shape, you know, you're doing everything, man. So just keep it pushing, you know. Ironically, it's so weird, you guys, because I told y'all this, but I was a late bloomer in life. I didn't start really coming into my own in terms of like style and all this stuff until I was in like my early to mid 20s. It sounds like it's so far ago, but it kind of is. And when I tell people now, like, yeah, you know, I play video games and shit, and then I tell them the type of games I play, they're like, I didn't expect that of you. What? And I was like, do all the fucking nerds out there just not take care of themselves or something, bro? Like, we all have to have a discussion. We gotta get together on a fucking Zoom call. we gotta handle this shit, bro. Oh, Mr. Fuzzy Belvedere, my guy, what's up? What's up, Wee Man on Wheels? Good to see you, bro, but you're about to surpass Hunter x Hunter in hiatus. Don't do me like that. Don't you dare do me like that. Listen, I came back before Takashi did. He's working on the manga, though. He is. I see you, Neo. I see you. You know, based on conversations we had. Hey, man. You know, Chris, you know the vibe, bro. You know the vibe. Hey, what's up, TWO96? Hey, man, listen. So, yeah, you know, I wouldn't stress too much about that, Zach. You just do your thing, bro. Hey, you've been in the gym since the last stream. Your boy made a life change and you're getting them gains. I fucking love that. Has Neo played Xenoblade? Has Neo played Xenoblade? Has Neo played Xenoblade? I don't know if you can. I don't want to move this because it's perched so perfectly. But this right here is the Xenoblade Chronicles. You can see Tyon right here. You can see Tyon and a little bit of Uni. But that's the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Special Edition. I've got the Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition. Masterworks thing they did. I got all the Xenoblade games over there. So yes, your boy fucking loves Xenoblade. You fucking live for this shit. Shulk or Rex? You know I'm always my boy Shulk. I do like the older version of Rex though. He's cool. I like his attitude. Okay, let me go back. I would have thought you were into white women like Bond. Nah. I mean, white women, they're cool, I guess, but I need a little spice in my life, bro. Just a little bit. This is my Lamborghini. Here in my garage, Jason. Oh, shit. Ghost Rider says, I've started going to the gym a few months ago, and it's been freaking amazing. Yes! You fucking live for this shit. I love that, you guys. Keep it up. If you're just joining the gym now, keep at it, bro. Make it a non-negotiable. Go 3 to 4 times a week. Put an hour a day. Like, dude, do what you gotta do, because trust me, you will not regret that shit, bro. You won't, man. Oh, my God. I love this shit. Actually, you guys give me some fucking... This is what happens when I don't stream for 2 months. I got all this fucking energy. I'm just like, every single one of you guys just want to grab me by the shoulders and just be like, I'm so fucking proud of you. That's Jason. That's literally how I am. I'm just like, Jason. Like, every time Jason and I hang out, I'm like, Jason. Oh. Okay. I'm not really a big gym head, but I started a diet in 2022 and I was 149 kg and I'm 78 kg as of today. Yo, you made some fucking gains. You made some weight loss gains. You made some fucking weight loss gains. Bro, you've lost half your body. Shout out to you, my G. Shout out to you. I fucking love hearing you guys win. Even if it's like a small little victory, I fucking love for this shit, bro. I live for this shit. Maddie is back. Holy shit. What's up, Valkian? I finally finished Xenoblade 1 and now I'm on Xenoblade 2. I love the cutscene stories. Oh yeah, the stories in the games are great. Bro, it's simple to the core. Absolutely. Will Neo fight Lingering Will on critical mode? You about to watch me die repeatedly. What's your current snack obsession? Well, I'm not really craving anything right now. Not really. I've cleaned up my diet over the past couple weeks because, you know, we're going into summer. I want to drop at least like 5 pounds. I say that's so weird. It's not like a white girl. I want to drop like 5 pounds. But I would say like the snack that I obsess. So, I mean, I don't really crave shit like that anymore, but I could eat like a whole container of like sour cream and onion Pringles. I could do that. I could definitely do that. I'm thinking this Thursday night, I'm gonna go see Furiosa Thursday. So I might take myself out for a burger. Might get a drink. I see Furiosa, I think, what time do I see Furiosa? Hold on. One second, I'm just checking the AMC app. Okay, here we go. So, seeing Furiosa this Thursday at 6:30. I'm seeing that in Dolby Cinema. And I already got my tickets for Deadpool and Wolverine. 2 months out. Yes, sir. But, yeah, I might get myself a burger. Might have a little drinky drink. Might do it after the movie, though. I don't know. When I saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes a few weeks ago, I went out and I had a burger and I got some drinks after that. How do you have so much energy, bro? I need to eat what you're eating for real. No, honestly, well, part of the energy I have right now is just like me being excited to stream again. But honestly, as far as like your diet plays a huge role in your energy expenditure. The amount of stress you have throughout the day also plays a huge role. So for me, man, I mean, I just eat a lot of protein, like 1 gram per pound of body weight, a good amount of carbs, a good amount of fats. It's very simple. It's very simple shit, man. And don't undereat unless you're trying to lose weight, but don't starve yourself. Bella, what's up, little sis? How you doing? I have a volleyball bar league tonight and I get to eat some junk food. Oh, you about to be living. There's this one burger spot in Manhattan I really loved, but I haven't been to New York in 5 years. You gotta change that. Yo, Ghost of Shadow, from a 4XL shirt to a medium shirt. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. If you were here, I would grab you by the shoulders and be like, let's fucking go. There was a comment I was gonna answer about. Someone said, hold on. I love the support. Oh, you know what I didn't say this whole time, you guys? If you are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button. It helps out the channel tremendously. We got 32 likes right now. 5 new members. Appreciate you guys if we can get those likes up. Let's see. There was something. Someone asked a question about working out at home. Hold on. I can't find it. No. If you're watching right now, please ask it again. Or ask any other questions you guys want to ask. Hey, what's up, Kory Gryffindor? Damn, man, starting his stream early while I just clocked out of work. Yeah, we started it an hour ago, Kory, so you didn't miss too much, bro. But what's up, Kory? How you doing? Now he's ignoring my comment. I was not ignoring your comment. I was trying to look for another comment, so I didn't ignore it, man. Trying to do better. I just eat what my mom makes for real, plus a protein shake. Yeah, definitely get that protein in, bro. You're studying for your finals and the SATs are killing me. I have 2 B's right now. Bella, you got this. Bella, as the kids say, just lock in. Just stay locked in, you know? Lock the fuck in. You got this. Your school's almost done. Yo, a burger does sound pretty good. I mean, I just ate before the stream. I had like chicken and potatoes. And I'll eat after the stream, but burgers and wings and a nice drink, like a Long Island iced tea. It's always a good thing. Yo, Neo, if Nintendo made a Xenoblade Warriors game, would you buy it? No. I'm not a big fan of the Musou games. I mean, they've made Persona Musou games. They've made Fire Emblem Musou games, Zelda Musou games. They're just not my cup of tea. Like, even Persona 5 Strikers, there's some story stuff in there. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know? It's just not me, bruh. Dude, I remember the SAT days when I was in high school, bro. I remember I took my SAT. The first, you know what the fucked up part is? Because I caught senioritis when I was in my junior year, as weird as that sounds. I was late to register for the SATs. So much to the point where I actually had to drive all the way up. I live a little outside of New York City. I had to drive all the way up, for those who are familiar with like New York State. I had to drive to like West Nyack, like past the Palisades, to take the SAT at a completely different school. And it was so awkward because I was the only black guy in the class. And there was just like a whole bunch of white kids there because I don't even know if black people live up there. All right, because I know there's like black people who live in like Rochester and the Albany and Buffalo area, but I don't know about shit that's there outside that. So I went there and I took the test and I got my score back. I did decent, you know, I did okay. And then I took the test again here to get a better score. I actually did worse. I actually did worse. No, we didn't really talk about any topics so far tonight. We've just been catching up on stuff. Neo, how cool would it be if they made an anime adaptation of Scott Pilgrim? That would be amazing, right? If that actually existed. Well, they did make an anime that has the Scott Pilgrim name on it. It's not what we were looking forward to, unfortunately, but it is an anime, my friend Don Otaku. We can't deny its existence. Kingdom Hearts 4 news in the Summer Game Fest. Yo, Kory, we were just talking about the Kingdom Hearts games coming to Steam, and I think it's funny. You guys. Listen, I'm gonna put y'all onto some shit for a second, all right? Put some I need a conspiracy theory hat. I don't have a Kingdom Hearts hat. I wish I had a Heartless hat. Put this nigga on my shoulder, bro. There we go. All right. So, I'm spit game for a second. Okay. So Kingdom Hearts Square just randomly announced that the franchise is coming to Steam. It's coming to PC for the first time, actually. June 13th. All right? June 13th. They are launching the Kingdom Hearts games on Steam. Summer Games Fest is June 7th. And Jeff Keighley retweeted the fact that the Kingdom Hearts games are coming out on Steam. June 7th, June 13th. June 7th, June 13th. 7, 13. 7, 13. Need I say more? Need I say more? 7, 13, 6 days in between. 7, 13 plus 6. What do you get? You get 26. 26, right? 26! Now, what significance does 26 have to Kingdom Hearts? I don't know. But I can tell you this. By the time we get from now to June 7th, we will find the significance of what 26 means. Or, actually, you know what? I found the significance. I'm going to tell you the significance. 7, 13, 6 days in between, 26, 2026, Kingdom Hearts 4. Boom. We just solved it. We just fucking solved it, man. Where else on the internet are you going to get this type of analytical, critical discussions about the future of this franchise? Where else? Yeah, I'm fucking cooking. I'm fucking cooking, man. Listen, I can't be giving you all my damn secrets. But you know what? When I was gone for 2 months, I got a little enlightened. I'm just saying, man. 2026. Listen. Could come a little earlier, sure. But 2026, man. I'm just saying, gift of the white lady doing math. Yeah. I'm saying, you guys. But yeah, nah, honestly, I feel like we are going to get some Kingdom Hearts 4 news this year. If it's not at the Summer Game Fest, I will be so fucking sad, but I'm still holding on hope that we're going to get something. We got to, man. It's been over 2 years. Thank you for your service. You're welcome. You are welcome. So a couple of weeks ago, I met... Oh, yeah, that's right. So my man, Kory Gryffindor, outside of this man, Kory Gryffindor, having like 16 girlfriends, that man is killing it with karaoke. He met the voice actor of Barrett from the Final Fantasy VII Remake games. And you... Oh, shit. He gave you a recommendation for a voiceover teacher? Yo, get it done, Kory. Get it done. I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for that shit, bro. Kingdom Hearts 3 was revealed in 2013. It'll be 13 years in 2026. Book it June 8th, 2026 for the date. Listen. I'm just saying, man, we cooking up in these streams. No other YouTubers are going to give you such analytical insight into the world of Kingdom Hearts, man. Real talk, when will Persona 6 show up? I would probably say like 2026, bro. Honestly, anything's up in the air now since Grand Theft Auto, you know? You never fucking know, bro. You never know with GTA. It's like you want to get out of the way of GTA. So I don't think they're going to launch it at the end of next year. I could see 2026 happening. I could see that. 10 years after Persona 5? Yeah, I could see that. A trailer for it? You might get a trailer next year. I feel like they want to, unlike Persona 5, they want to get as close as they can to completion before they announce it and put trailers out. Because I remember what they first showed off like actual gameplay of Persona 5 in early 2015. I think they announced it like what, 2013, 2012. So it was a bit of a wait. Dude, you want to know what's so crazy, you guys? I know it's because we were younger, but man, you remember how like 3-4 years in between games used to be agonizing? And now we do that shit on the daily like it's nothing. Like, bro, 2020 was 4 years ago, right? I remember as a kid, the wait between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 was excruciating, bro. When in reality, it was really like not even 3.5 years. But it felt like it. It felt even longer. And we're already 5 years removed for Kingdom Hearts 3. It's insane. But yeah, Persona 6, from what we're hearing, the aesthetic is going to be green. So that makes sense. I mean, we had red, we had yellow, we had blue. Green is about right. Yeah, Persona 5 turns 10 in 3 years. Yeah. Literally, no. Like, for us, it turns 3, but it came out in Japan at the end of 2016. So that's like literally 2.5 years. Turned into a Taylor Swift fan for a second with all those observational skills. Hey, listen. I'm just saying, you know? Neo, please do more NGS pickups like back in the days. I mean, I have been buying a lot of different things recently. A lot of Blu-rays and shit like that. So, you never know. Also, did you see the Hellblade 2 graphics? Insane. Yo, the Hellblade 2 graphics are fucking out of this world, dude. They look like, I mean, but again, it's Ninja Theory. The first Hellblade game still looks really good. So seeing what they pull off a UE5 is astonishing. But I'm going to be real. I can't wait to see what the Coalition does with UE5 more than Ninja Theory. Because Ninja Theory, they made an amazing looking game with Hellblade. But Hellblade is, I mean, let's be nice. It's a walking simulator. That's basically what it is. It's like a very, very pretty walking simulator, which is cool. It's great. But I want to see like some more gameplay, some meat to it. So when I see shit like Gears of War and what they can pull off with that, and the different stuff that's happening, I can't wait, bro. Gears 6 is gonna be fucking insane. Dude, time flies, man. I'm telling you guys, time flies. That's why it's really important to like live in the moment and enjoy it all throughout, you guys. Because it'll be gone before you know it. Like, dude, I just like... Infinity War Endgame, that shit was like 4 or 5 years ago. 5, 6 years ago, I'm sorry. I'm planning on playing Yakuza 0 after finishing Persona 3 Reload. Oh, you about to witness peak like never before. Yakuza 0 is awesome, dude. Just go into it with no expectations and you're gonna love it, bro. I always love seeing people's reactions for Yakuza 0. Oh, yeah, that's also something else that's like heavily rumored to actually be in the works, you guys. A live-action Kingdom Hearts movie. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking, you guys. Apparently, there actually is a live-action Kingdom Hearts movie in the works. Well, they say a live-action CG hybrid. But, yeah. So, I don't think that all those random Kingdom Hearts Easter eggs in the Disney shows were just for nothing. I think that Disney is actually looking at Kingdom Hearts as a serious property. Which is crazy to consider. Because it was just this really weird, goofy franchise that me and my friends played for all these years. And now it's like, no, we're going to make a movie. What? I don't understand how that shit's going to fucking work, bro. I don't understand how that's going to work. Like, I think that a Kingdom Hearts animated series can work. Especially if they're like doing like a prequel series about the lore of the worlds and everything. Or, I mean, not the worlds themselves, but, you know, like, the foretellers and all that shit. But a live action one, I don't, they got to get the tone right, bro. They got to get the fucking tone right. It's going to be so fucking weird to see this. Because either it's going to be so fucking ridiculous and it knows it's ridiculous, but it's earnest, or it's going to be complete garbage. You know who I need to work on this Kingdom Hearts project? I'll tell you who I need. I need the guys who did the Dungeons and Dragons movie. The most recent one that came out, Honor Among Thieves. I need them to work on this Kingdom Hearts shit. Because I feel like they'll take like the goofy and the zany aspects of Kingdom Hearts and just make it, you know, like, you know, it's fucking goofy and ridiculous, but this is it. This is what it is. It's earnest. And if something is earnest, I think people will get by it looking strange. Like, for example, Guardians of the Galaxy, dude, there's a talking rodent and a tree, but we care for them and we love them. It can work, man. You just have to treat it with respect, bro. That's it. Zack Snyder directing a Kingdom Hearts movie. Oh, God. Dude, that would be the longest movie in the world, and they're still on the Destiny Islands, because that nigga in his slow-mo, bro. Oh, yes. Dude, a Kingdom Hearts movie in the style of Spider-Verse would be awesome. But would we ever get something like that? I don't think so. But it would be sick. It definitely would be. Chris Pratt as Mickey. Oh, my God. Mark Wahlberg as Sora. Oh, Lord. God. Live action stuff needs to stop. I ain't trusting dumb rumors. I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. It's not probably going to happen now, but they're thinking about it. God. Quentin Tarantino does Kingdom Hearts for his final movie. I mean, he did cancel the movie critic thing he was working on, and he said he wanted his last movie to be special. Maybe his final movie will be Kingdom Hearts, bro. I mean, no one would ever expect that. They have no expectations for it, which I think Kingdom Hearts, that's right up Tarantino's alley. He likes feet, right? And who's got bigger feet and shoes than Sora and company? I'm just saying. Tom Holland is Sora. Don't put that into the universe. The cast would be like completely unknown folk. Like they have to be teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Goofy feet reveal. Oh God, I don't think the world's ready for that. Don't show nominate art to Quentin Tarantino. Too late. He's already seen it. We have a $4.99 super chat coming in from Nobody. The real question is Sora live action or CGI? He's going to be both. There's going to be like different versions of Sora. There's going to be an animated Sora when he's like thinking these goofy thoughts in his mind, similar to the manga where he looks ridiculous. Have you guys read the Kingdom Hearts manga before? They didn't, I don't know if they released all of it in the States. I have all of Kingdom Hearts 1, some of Kingdom Hearts 2. But that manga is so fucking goofy. Like, you think of the Kingdom Hearts games are goofy. The Kingdom Hearts games are like I don't, since someone brought it up, they're like watching a serious Zack Snyder movie versus reading the manga. The manga is ridiculous, dude. It covers the same basic story beats, but it's like quirky. But no, so they're gonna have like a real Sora and they're gonna have a CGI Sora in his mind. I can see that. An animated Sora. When can we expect a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth review? Once I finish up, I think I have like what, 3 chapters left. Once I finish up those, I'll speak. I'll do like another video like I did for the first game and just speak on it. I didn't finish all the Kingdom Hearts manga. I finished all of Kingdom Hearts 1 and like, because they didn't release all of it in the States when I was collecting it, and then I just stopped. And then I think they finished it. I'm not sure. Oh, please don't bring up that damn Amazon warehouse chapter, please. Are you going to be picking up a PS5 Pro? Seems pointless. No. I'm not, because the way I look at it, you guys, is that like my PS5 and my Xbox Series console, they've basically just been like pro versions of the PS4 and the Xbox One. I haven't really played anything on them where I'm just like, damn, this right here is just fucking like, I can't live without this next gen console. I've gotten better frame rates and I've gotten more, you know, like prettier games, but nothing to the point where I'm just like, I can't be convinced that, oh, this can only be done on a PS5 or a Series X. You know, obviously with things like Hellblade 2 coming out, obviously with things like, you know, like the smaller stuff, like, you know, the Spider-Man 2, how, you know, the web swinging works and how there's like no load screens, you know, the SSD technology and how that worked into games. Like that stuff is great. But to me, it doesn't feel like there's like that push towards current gen. So how the fuck am I going to look buying a PS5 Pro? What, to get better versions of games that look like they could have ran on the PS4? So to me, I don't see the appeal of a PS5 Pro, or Xbox, they leaked it, they're not doing one. But if Xbox were going to do like an Xbox Series X squared, I don't see the appeal of that personally. You know? Because from what I'm hearing, it's going to be based around like more stable ray tracing and things of that degree, which, I mean, for people who are enthusiasts and you like that stuff and you don't want to build an expensive $2,000 PC, okay, I guess. And if you like the upscaling technology, which I assume is going to be in there, okay, I guess. But I don't see anything, because there's really nothing right now that I feel warrants a PS5 Pro, unless you are a person who's like, let's say you want Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to run at like, let's say, an upscaled 4K 60 frames per second versus the dynamic resolution it has now. In situations like that, in situations like Dragon's Dogma 2, in situations where, like, let's say hypothetically an Xbox Series X squared could give you a Hellblade at 60 frames per second with a great resolution, yes, I see the appeal. But if it's not going to give you that like freaking like upscaled 4K 60 FPS across the board, and you're spending another like what, $600, because you know this thing is going to be at least $550. I don't see it. This is really towards like the enthusiast crowd, and how are you going to push that? Like with the PS4 to the PS4 Pro, you could be like, okay, yeah, you get more benefits out of that because the PS4 and Xbox One were a little bit anemic out the gate. So with the PS4 Pro, you got better resolutions, you got better frame rates. This one, like I said, unless they're going to just blow our socks off and show us, for example, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, 4K, 60 FPS, Dragon's Dogma, 1440p, 60 FPS across the board. I don't think we're going to see that. To me, it just looks like it's going to be the console to play GTA 6 at the best possible settings. And even then, it's not going to be 60 frames. So I don't... And it's coming like, what, 4 years into the generation? How long is this generation going to be for PlayStation? Because if you think about it, if the Pro comes out now, we're going to start hearing rumors about the PS6 in like 2026, right? And what, PS6 comes out 2027, 2028? So you're really only going to get 3 years out of this console if you're lucky. And at that point, when the PS6 comes out, it's basically going to be the PS5 Pro. I don't get that, man. I'd rather just like enjoy my PS5 for what it is. And then when it's time to upgrade, I'll upgrade. Because, I bought the PS4 Pro, but I didn't buy that until it was like a few years later. I got my PS4 in 2014, and then I got the PS4 Pro in 2018 because they did a Spider-Man bundle. And even then, the regular PS4 had dropped down in price. This PS4 Pro was only $400, and it came with a game. And it was a special edition. So to me, I justified that. But if you're telling me, like, I bought a PS5, there's still no next-gen looking games in terms of, like, wow. Like, okay, it's one thing if it's a Naughty Dog game. Like, bro, we haven't even gotten a next-gen Naughty Dog game. We haven't gotten a next-gen Santa Monica game. We haven't gotten a next-gen Guerrilla Games title. Like, everything has just been cross-gen. And I get it based off the circumstances, but how the fuck am I going to look buying a $600 PS5 Pro for whenever Naughty Dog comes out with their game? At that point, when these games come out towards the tail end of the generation, I'll just wait for the PS6 version, bro. Persona 6 better be PS5 Series X only. I wouldn't doubt that at all, man. I mean, with Metaphor, that started development, after Persona 5, so they were still working with the old hardware. And, Japan does not jump to new hardware immediately unless it's something like the Switch or whatever. They like to stay on current gen machines. Like Persona 3 Reload came out on old systems. But in the case of Persona 6, if let's say that hypothetically they start development on this thing like 2021, let's assume 2021. Yeah, no, it's got to be PS4. It's got to be PS5 in series. But then again, I would not be shocked, bro. I wouldn't be shocked if it's somehow current gen. If it's current gen, I'm like, oh, great. Because here's the reason why, Kory. If it is current gen, I'm not saying I want it to be, but think about this. Current gen systems have not gotten their own mainline brand new Persona game. Think about that for a second. Because Persona 5, all the iterations we've been playing from the OG to Royal is just a souped up PS3 game. Persona 3 Reload is a great remake of a PS2 game, but it's still a PS4 game. So Metaphor is going to be like the first new game developed for the PS4 in mind. I really hope it's PS5 Series X only. Hey, no, you're not late, bro. You're good. $2 super chat from Don Otaku. How do you feel about the leaked Switch 2 specs and details? So again, similar to the PS5 Pro, everything is up in the air, but I'm just going to run with, okay, I assume that these specs are legit. I actually like what I am reading in terms of like the power and performance. I'm not going to get too technical mumbo jumbo on this because I honestly don't care, but it's looking like a substantial upgrade by comparison to the Switch. And it's looking like it's way more capable out the gate by comparison to the Switch when it launched. Where they spec this machine is around the range of like the PS4 Pro, Xbox Series S. And before people say that, oh, that's fucking 2013 hardware, bro. Like, why in the world do you guys get excited for it? But it's not 2013 hardware. It's newer hardware in the sense that like it's hardware that was released now with better technology and better capabilities attached to it, with DLSS upscaling support for games that are going to look a hell of a lot better. So it's not as if they're developing for a PS4 with 2013 RAM and a 2013 CPU. It's not how that works. But based off the specs of that, It's looking like it's going to be extremely capable. Capable enough that if third-party developers do want to start putting their PS5, Xbox Series games on the Switch, theoretically, they're going to have a way easier time by comparison. Of course, they're not going to scale the same, but it's going to be a hell of a lot better than some of the stuff like Hogwarts Legacy and Mortal Kombat. But it's funny I mentioned both those games. Those games in particular, Nintendo actually acquired the studio that ported them over to the Switch, which is huge because you guys know Nintendo doesn't really make acquisitions like that. The most they acquire is like supplemental studios that work on their games, you know? So for them to acquire a studio dedicated to porting stuff onto the Switch leads me to believe that two scenarios. Number one, they are going to have that studio operate like a Nixus in the sense that they can help other third-party developers. They can help them port their games in tandem, or they might view this studio as like a tech support team where literally they can just like send those developers out to different studios to help them bring the games out to the platforms faster. I think a lot of people are going to be really surprised with the next generation of the Switch, especially if you are a fan of Japanese games. I wouldn't be so surprised if we start seeing the bulk of Square Enix, Atlas, all these other titles that were previously only on PlayStation, all those games start coming out day and date with Nintendo consoles. You know, I'm talking like the Persona 3 reloads. I'm talking about like getting to the point where we start seeing some day and date stuff. Because if there is one thing that Nintendo fans do, especially in Japan, they buy games. They buy games outside Japan too. But they buy games, they support games, and the Switch is still killing it in its, like, what, 7th year? It's crazy. It's crazy. And while the PS5 is doing good, in Japan, they're not really into, like, the home console scene anymore. Everything is mobile. And the Switch is killing it. That's why PlayStation is rumored to be working on another handheld again. Because the Switch and all these portable PCs have proven that there is a market for it. However niche, people want that stuff. So the most interesting thing about the Switch 2 is I want to see what they're going to do with the storage situation, because the biggest problem, in my opinion, for the Switch and why we didn't get a lot of games we would have wanted to is the storage capacity. If you were collecting for the Switch, it kind of became a nightmare in the sense that there were some games that were download only, yet they sold you a physical box. Some games that were half cart, half download, which basically makes it pointless. So what are they going to do with the Switch 2? Because obviously the file sizes are going to be way bigger. Development is going to be way bigger. It's going to be more expensive. Are they going to up the cartridges? Are they going to start using like the 64 gig cartridges, maybe even higher? Are they going to start doing that? I don't know. I feel like Nintendo was in a great position where they could eat the cost of all of those cartridges, as opposed to what they did with the Switch generation, where they were just like, no, fuck that. In order to get all of these big third-party games on the Switch. Of course, there's going to be a lot of people who just download it digitally, which is fine. If they revamp the eShop and they make it run like it's not 1997, then that can work too. But in terms of third-party games, storage is a big priority, and these aren't discs, these are cartridges. So I think at the very least, if they do the 64 gig cartridges out the gate, they can put the vast majority of a lot of games. And if they work utilizing compression software and everything, they can make it happen. But yeah, you guys, I'm excited. I'm excited for the Switch 2. Nintendo is hiring all the right people. Don Otaku just brought up Gio Corsi, who if you guys are a fan of the Yakuza franchise, you have this man to thank, because Gio Corsi is the guy who was part of the Building the List campaign back in the PS4 days, the early days, and he was focused on bringing games over to like PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita and even PS3 that weren't localized here in the States, and the Yakuza franchise was one of his big pushes and initiatives. He's now working at Nintendo, which is insane. He's working with third-party portfolio, so he's going to help a lot of these teams bring games to the Switch. Like, Nintendo is going all in on third-party. That is absolutely unreal. So I'm excited for it as a person who loves the Switch, but the Switch has been like relegated to just being an exclusive device for me. Sometimes I'll buy a third-party game, but to me, it's not necessarily the hardware that's the biggest problem in terms of the performance. It's just the speed of it, like going through the eShop. It's like you're fighting the Sandman, bro. It's insanely sluggish. But if they can overhaul all that stuff and we can get a cleaner store akin to like the PlayStation or Xbox marketplace, I'm all for that. Better support, I'm all for that. Especially if they're going to be charging more money for their online memberships, because you know that's going to happen. But yeah, I'm very excited for a Switch 2. It's gonna suck going from like the OLED screen to like a LCD, but LCD screens have gotten better in the past couple years. I will say that. But that Switch OLED screen is so fucking beautiful, bro. Like, oh my god. Let's see what else. People want to talk about, what are your thoughts on what's going on with Xbox? So we're going to talk about the Xbox stuff in full. Like if you guys are joining in now and you might have to leave in a bit, I'll talk about it on full when I record the video Thursday night. Well, no, I'm seeing Furiosa Thursday night, so I'll probably record it tomorrow. Even better. But so the stuff happening with Xbox, we'll speak on this a bit. Honestly, you guys, so it all started from the beginning of the year. As y'all know, there were like the leaks and the rumors of a couple of their games going third party on PlayStation and Nintendo. And then there was the Xbox business event where they just talked about how they're just bringing 4 games over. And then there was, of course, all the rumors and rumblings of it just not being 4 games. It's way more than that. But they're waiting for the sales of the games to see what they do. And then, of course, there was all the stuff that happened with the studio closures at Bethesda, Tango Gameworks, Arcane Austin, all that stuff. As it pertains to Arcane, this might be a little controversial for me to say, especially compared to like what's on social media. In the sense that I'm of two minds. I understand the outright rage and frustration towards them closing Tango, because Hi-Fi Rush was that game that put Xbox back on the map for a lot of people. A lot of people looked at that game like, holy shit, this is an Xbox game that I would like to play. And Xbox has not had that kind of game since the 360 generation. Like, let's be real. It sucks that they closed that studio of all. Unfortunately, when you strip away the emotions and the reasons surrounding it, if they had to make cuts at Bethesda, Tango, Arcane Austin, and the other 2 studios that one of them got shut down, one of them got absorbed, that was really the only place that they can make those cuts. Because you look at everything else that's at Bethesda, they can't cut id Software, because, you know, id is working on, well, Doom. They can't cut Machine Games because they're doing Indiana Jones, and that's coming out. They're not going to cut the Elder Scrolls Online team. They're not going to cut Bethesda Softworks because they're doing the Starfield DLC, and then they're going on to Elder Scroll. You're just looking at the list of things, and it's just like, where would they have made these cuts? And I'm not agreeing with it, but this is just the reality of the world that we live in, unfortunately. And it's terrible because you think to yourself, this is a $3 trillion corporation, and they just spent all this money acquiring Activision. Why the fuck did this studio have to go? And I know a lot of people were questioning, well, what about the other Xbox studios that they could have cut? Unfortunately, you guys, this is not going to be the end of the axe. It's not going to be the end of that. Because this was just Bethesda. Remember, Microsoft owns 3 different branches of Xbox gaming. They own Bethesda, they own Activision Blizzard King, and they own Xbox Game Studios. So it's 3 different pillars. Even though they're all under Xbox Microsoft, it's 3 different pillars. So these were just the Bethesda cuts. Xbox Game Studio is next. And they're probably going to be laying off some studios there that haven't been performing. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we do get a studio closure for something. And you just never fucking know, man. I mean, obviously there's going to be some things that are safe, like Rare, even though people are wondering what the fuck is going on with Everwild. They're working on Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is really one of the few games as a services that Xbox Game Studios has that is still extremely successful in bringing in that revenue. There are a couple of rumors and stuff that it could be one of the bigger studios. Like, we could see layoffs across the board at some of those, especially the ones that weren't performing that well. A lot of people wondering, why does 343 even exist? I don't know. Listen, I don't fucking get it either. I don't know if it's maybe because 343 is just a lot of fucking contractors, and it's just like, well, you'll just wait until that shit is over and done with anyways. But there are going to be more people laid off, unfortunately, at Xbox Gaming, man. And it sucks, but that's just the nature of the business right now. With all the layoffs that have been going on across all industries, but especially in gaming, it's got hit very, very, very hard, man, in just the past couple of months. A lot of people are questioning if we're going to see a gaming crash. I don't necessarily think so. in order for the industry to crash, you guys, we would have to see a mass. Either we'd have to see the vast majority of studios go belly up, or we'd have to see consumers stop spending money on games. I think what's going to happen is that the studio is going to, unfortunately, for better or not, regulate itself. We're going to see a lot of studios downsize. We're going to see a lot fewer projects. And there is going to be an even more drastic difference between what is a AAA game and what is an indie game. And we're going to lose a lot of the stuff in between that we've already been losing. Because all the stuff in between is now getting so expensive that it's approaching AAA level. So I don't think the industry is in danger of crashing. But I think a lot of these companies are going to be a lot more selective about the stuff that they greenlight and the stuff that they work on, for better or for worse. Which is why it's very important to support the things that you want to see more of. Well, I mean, you can't say that in the case of Xbox, because if you support something, it still get closed down. So it's like, what do you fucking do? What do you do at this point? At this point, it just, you just got to enjoy it while it lasts, man. You got to enjoy it while it lasts. As defeatist as that sounds, that's all we can really do in this scenario. And it's terrible because Tango Gameworks was the only Japanese studio that they owned, and they were doing something different. But I think it speaks to an even bigger problem that, unfortunately, we're seeing with Xbox. What is the direction of this brand? What is the direction of this company? Because we had a good idea of this when they launched the Series X and they bought Bethesda. We had a good idea that we were seeing a return to the more aggressive Microsoft of the 360 generation. They bought Bethesda. They got like basically the best of Western RPGs under the belt. They have Game Pass. They have this service that they're growing alongside the consoles. The console sales were doing decently. And we were thinking to ourselves, okay, this is what they do. This is them being aggressive. They're going to put out these quality first-party games from Xbox Game Studios and Bethesda, and they're going to be cooking, man. And then they bought Activision Blizzard. And a lot of us were thinking, yo, what the fuck? They are cooking, bro. All of us were excited and we were giddy. I mean, outside of the fact that the stuff was coming to Game Pass, but we were happy thinking like, oh my God, maybe we could see Activision IPs get revived. Maybe we can see all these old IPs come back. That's what we thought. But I think the long, drawn-out process of the court case, taking almost 2 years, the scrutiny from outside entities, the concessions that had to be made, and then also spending $70 billion and getting wrapped up in all those legal fees, people at Microsoft do not ignore that. The Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard King was one of the biggest acquisitions of all time. Definitely up there in top 5. So when you spend that much money, obviously there are way more expectations of you as a brand. And I spoke on this in the last video that I made, but the people who write the checks are now asking questions even more so to Phil Spencer, to Matt Booty, to Sarah Bond. They want to see way more returns on investments. And it's a different expectation when you spend maybe $8 billion on Bethesda, and now you're spending close to $100 billion with both of them. And then you couple that with the fact that like Xbox is not really driving revenue in terms of traditional game sales like they used to. Everything is now just Game Pass. We're starting to see pivots. And those pivots are them putting their games on other platforms. And when they said it was just Sea of Thieves and it was just these 4 games, the thing you guys got to realize about Phil Spencer, listen, I love Phil Spencer. He's a cool dude. He is. I talk to him every now and then. But at the end of the day, he has people that he has to answer to. And the moves that he's made, the bets, those decisions, that stuff comes with consequences. And some of them might be, hey, this vision that you have of trying to make things work with the Game Pass and everything, now that you spent almost $100 billion of our money, we want to see way more returns. So that's going to come with the cuts, and that's going to come with finding ways to supplement that revenue. Because if you're going to put Call of Duty in Game Pass, what about all this other shit? Where else are we going to get all this other money from? And that comes from still releasing their games on other platforms. So at this point, you guys, I'm I'm not going to be surprised if we start seeing a lot of previously Xbox exclusive titles end up on other systems. And I wouldn't be shocked if it's stuff that we thought in our wildest imaginations would never go multi-plat. I wouldn't be shocked if we start seeing things like Gears and Forza and Fable and Hellblade and the Bethesda catalog. Will they be day and date? I don't know. But I think they're definitely coming to other platforms. PlayStation, and then once they get the Switch 2 up and running, we're going to see them there. Because that fits in with the Microsoft mantra. We spent all this money on this. We want it to be Microsoft gaming. We want to put things everywhere. They don't like exclusive shit. They used to. That was a different era of Microsoft, not just Xbox. But now you can have Microsoft Word on all your devices. Hurts nobody, benefits everybody. So we can sit here and we can just postulate that no, they would never bring Halo. They would never do this and that. Look at the sales of Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves came out, 2016? And it's a top seller on PlayStation. Sea of Thieves. Imagine what happens when a Halo game drops. Gears of War. Forza. This is not going to stop. It's going to keep on keeping on. And honestly, I don't care. I really don't, because the side of me that was just so excited to see this vision of Xbox and doing different things, once we started to see the cracks and the concessions that had to be made, I'm just like, this is the price of doing business. It is what it is. Am I going to sell my Xbox console? No, I'm not, because I'm locked into the ecosystem. I still have my Game Pass and everything, and I'm enjoying my games on the service. And that's something that I wouldn't get if I'm on PlayStation. I have to buy all those games for $70. So of course I'll stay on Game Pass. I'll pay my $15 a month and I'll play all of these games, especially when they come out. I'll play all the games and I'm going to enjoy it. Because to me as the consumer, I support my devs. Of course, absolutely. But if they're giving me this way to support it via Game Pass, yeah, I'm not going to feel guilty about that. This is their problem, not mine. So I'm going to enjoy it. And if people want to support it on PlayStation or Nintendo, by all means, go for it. So that's it, man. I mean, they say they have exciting hardware in the works. They're talking about the biggest leap in Xbox for the next generation. It's crazy how we're already talking about next generation when, like, come on, Xbox, stop this. But yeah, what I will say is, to lighten the mood a bit, I'm very interested to see what they do with this Xbox handheld, because there have been rumors percolating that they are also working on a handheld. And if this is an Xbox handheld that can play your entire Xbox library, and if you could sideload Steam onto it too, I think that would be phenomenal. Now, that is a very specific use case of enjoyment. Like, that's something that would appeal to me, but I'm pretty sure that they can craft a new audience there. If you can play all of your Xbox games, and then you can also download different storefronts onto that, so it's like an open source device, that would be insanely cool. So freaking cool. I don't know exactly how that would work. How expensive would it be? Who knows? Like $400, $500. But if they can get that to work, I will buy that. And because that appeals to me. I like the idea of having my games portably. You know? The next Xbox console, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a dual SKU approach, where instead of it being the Series S and Series X, we see the Xbox next gen, and then we see this handheld hybrid. And then you just go from there, man. But yeah, if you're looking for like exclusives, the only platform you can really play is going to be on Nintendo, because they are about as traditional as it gets. They've experimented with putting their stuff on mobile, and now they've backed off of that. But they're still all in on their console. PlayStation is making all the same moves that Xbox made, but they're going at a very, very slow pace by comparison. But eventually everything is going to be day and date. It's happening. The success of Helldivers, it's not just going to be multiplayer stuff. They are going to test the waters with a single-player game, and if that game blows up like Helldivers did, it's going to happen. So, all I can say is just enjoy the games for what they are. Enjoy the experiences. Go where you get the most amount of value. And if you just don't like the approach of a company, then no longer continue to support the products and just move on from there. I know we can get very emotional on times and everything that happens there, but at the end of the day, if this is what they are doing and we see it, it is what it is, man. Just vote with your wallet. Julian Phoenix has been a member for the past 11 months. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, bro, can you talk about the Yasuke and Celebrate controversies? I'm tired of these losers. Also, Phil Spencer's scumbag. Yeah, so I'll speak briefly on this one. So the Stellar Blade controversy, there was unfortunately a lot of people online thinking that the developers and Sony were censoring the game because they changed this outfit of the character, even though the character wears very revealing outfits nevertheless all throughout the course of the game, and they changed it for an artistic purpose. But it's crazy because you see the type of outfits that she wears in the game. You see how she looks in the game, how she moves. Yeah, if you a horny motherfucker, you gonna enjoy this game. So I think it's so stupid, especially when we see these campaigns like Free Stellar Blade, you know, like blah, 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 blah. Well, if there's anything that I can offer you guys is that Shift Up is considering, with the support of all the people who bought Stellar Blade on PS5, they're considering a PC port. So if it comes to PC, you can get your mods and finally free Stellar Blade. Yay! But again, it's one of those things where I'm just like, real women, please. It'd be one thing if they sold you the game and the character looking like this and she looks completely different when you get the game. Absolutely. But I just think it's just a whole bunch of nonsense, you know? Are we talking about the game and how it plays in the story? No, we're just talking about the fact that I can't see her fucking vagina bones. Oh god, this is freaking Tokyo Mirage session all over again. As far as the Yasuke controversy in Assassin's Creed, bro, I've never seen this much people generate all this energy and talk about Assassin's Creed in a very long time. Because for the longest time, people were saying, oh, Ass Creed this, Ass Creed that. Who the fuck still plays Assassin's Creed except for the casuals? Ah, blah, blah, blah. Like, all this nonsense. And yet, all of a sudden, you put a nigga in a game, and then these people are just like, oh my god, Assassin's Creed? How dare they disrespect this franchise? It's always been about the historical accuracy and everything. I'm just like, wow, bro. It just goes to show you who plays video games and who's just a fucking grifter online, bro. It's so stupid. Which is why I barely contribute to it, because I'm just like, dude, are you fucking serious? Assassin's Creed. Oh, yeah. Assassin's Creed where you fight the fucking Pope. Oh, yeah. Assassin's Creed where freaking George Washington was a Templar. Oh, yeah. Assassin's Creed where you were best friends with freaking Michelangelo. Oh, yeah. But this one is the one we draw the line on, because there's a black guy who's a samurai. Even though he was a samurai in recorded history, don't pull this nonsense saying, no, but he was a retainer and retainers aren't samurais. When you have Japanese people on Twitter, legitimate Japanese people, not these people out there who are using their Google Translates, these people coming out there who are like, oh my god, it's this dude who I read about when I was a kid. And are people ignoring the fact that there was a freaking Japanese woman who was a dual protagonist in this game with Yasuke? Like, oh my god, it's so stupid, bro. Like, what are y'all even... What are y'all... What... Do y'all have nothing better to do? I mean, the answer is, of course they don't, because everybody loves being a grifter. And this is the funniest thing about it. The anti-woke crowd is exactly the same audience of people who just a few years earlier were complaining about everything being racist and sexist and misogynistic and homophobic and all that stuff. They have the exact same energy. They are two sides of the same coin, bro. And the way you handle these people is you just fucking clown them. Just like we clowned all the freaking the freaking woke crowd, or this thing's not woke enough. Now we have to clown the anti-woke crowd, bro. It's so pathetic, man. Like, bro, instead of being like, yo, this is fucking sick, this black samurai from history is in this AAA big budget game. And it's funny because Yasuke has been in other games before. No one says anything. Why? Because they didn't know who this fucking nigga was until a month ago. Until our overlords told us to complain about it. It's literally, it's the same parallels of all the people who want to get mad and offended at stuff. Like, you know, there was the era with like Otaku and all those people who were just offended on shit that no one's really offended about. The exact same people now. The exact same people now, bro. They're not talking about the story of the game, which we know nothing about. They're not talking about the gameplay, which we know nothing about. And it's crazy, because this is Assassin's Creed, a franchise most young niggas don't even care about. And you still talking this nonsense. I don't fucking get it, bro. Freaking culture wars are out of control, dude. Like, if you see a woman or a black person in this thing, oh, it's fucking woke garbage, woke trash. Oh, this thing bombs. Oh, it's because it's woke garbage, woke trash. Like, dude, X-Men 97... the amount of grifters online who were saying that this thing is going to be another woke Disney fest, a woke garbage fest, blah, blah, blah. That shit comes out and it's universally loved. And these people are trying to backtrack saying that, I didn't say this or whatever. It's just, these people are so fucking annoying, bro. I can't stand this shit, bro. I really can't stand it. It's so like these are the people who literally like there's nothing better in life that you guys can do. Nothing better. And then it's just there's always deflection, there's always goalpost moving, there's always this and that. It's annoying, bro. Just play your games and enjoy it. If you don't like Assassin's Creed Shadows, play fucking Ghost of Tsushima. If you don't like Ghost of Tsushima, then I don't know what to tell you then, bro. Play anything else. Go back and play Tenchu. It's like, bro, come the fuck on. And it's crazy. It's crazy because you can't even level legitimate complaints anymore without somebody attacking you. Because Ubisoft is doing the Ubisoft thing when it comes to the pricing of this game. Similar to what they did with Star Wars Outlaws. And yet people are so complaining. Like, they're complaining about the wrong shit. Oh, this main character is not attractive enough. And I'm like, I am just so happy that I love vaginal sex with women so much. And I get it so much that I don't have to worry about this, dude. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy, bro. Like, there's no... What in the world? Like, oh my God. There's nothing better to do? Somebody's just got to clip that shit. Like, oh my God. And... Oh God, yeah, people calling Furiosa woke and feminist propaganda. I'm like, this is George Miller, the same dude's been working on this franchise since before you guys were born. I just don't want women to look like men. I don't care about the attractiveness of the character. That's a valid point worthy of discussion. You like pretty women in your games. That's fine. I love beautiful women in my games. But at the same time, I like women who look completely different. I like women to look completely different across the board. I like a different spectrum of women. And I think that that's important in video games to see everything. Just like, for example, like dudes, like we always see these dudes, like there was a period of time where we just had the bro looking white man protagonist. We had that a lot in the late 2000s, early 2010s. And then, you know, we shifted towards something completely different. So I think if you have like a diversity of looks for characters, it can work. But man, when you make this your whole identity, though, that's annoying to me, man. Like, bro. I don't... It's just like there's nothing else. Can we talk about the writing of the game? Can we talk about the story? Can we talk about the improvements of the gameplay? Nah, woke propaganda. Okay. Y'all learned woke DEI, and y'all ain't shut the fuck up about it, bro. It's always, every decade, it shifts from we complain about the left-wing nut jobs and then the right-wing nut jobs. And now they're both acting at the same time, and I can't fucking stand it. I used to care about these things, but then I started paying bills. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Can we talk about vagina bones? Oh, must we really? Must we really? Must we? Vagina bones was Kino. Oh God. Okay, anyways, let's get back to answering some questions. Neo, do you think Sony is grimy for pushing the PS2 sales higher as is the Switch is close to beating it? I thought that was funny though, because they hadn't reported, I think, on the PS2 sales numbers for like what, a decade, and then all of a sudden Jim Ryan was just like, yeah, actually the PS2 sold this much. He specifically did that because we know the Switch is catching up. He did that shit on purpose, bro. Why else would you stop reporting the PS2 numbers for like a decade and then say that? I just thought that was funny. There was a period in the PS3 360 generation where several cover arts featured a middle-aged white dude holding a gun voiced by Troy Baker. Dude. BioShock Infinite, and this is not about the quality of the games, but BioShock Infinite, The Last of Us, oh, not just Troy Baker, but Nolan North too. BioShock Infinite, The Last of Us, Uncharted, what was that fucking game? Oh my God. No, and then you had a lot of bald people too, man. Like Resistance, infamous. Red Dead. No, Red Dead is an exception. Oh god. Yeah, but that was definitely an error, bro. You remember when they tried to make Cole look like Nathan Drake? Oh my god. And they switched that shit back. They switched that back with the quickness. You see the price on the collector's edition? Yeah, bro. Dude, I don't know about you guys, but my days of buying collector's editions for shit, I rarely buy collector's editions these days, if that, bro. Like, it's got to be something, like, I buy the Xenoblade collector's editions because that's low key. It's like an art book, you know, like low key shit. But when I see people spending like $300+ on collector's editions, I look at that and I think to myself, is this really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at the shit that comes in there and I'm like, the most I could justify is maybe an extra $50, right? If you get a steel book, you get an art book or something. But when I see people spending like $300+, I'm like, bro, you could have bought it. You could have bought a console. You could have bought something else on some shit that's going to be like half off. Oh, those Berserk editions are awesome, dude. Such a great series. Bald men are ugly. I noticed men are going to Turkey for hair transplants. Nah, if you bald, rock that shit, man. Just don't. If you have to be confident when you rock the bald hair, though. If your hair ain't doing what it's supposed to do, get a hair transplant, sure. But if you're bald, rock that shit with confidence. Yeah, we got college football coming back, bro. I gotta see what that shit's hitting for before I buy it. I wanna hear from folks in the community. But I'm excited to see it back. Yeah, I miss the street games, bro. NBA Street. I miss when they did like the Nintendo collaborations on them shits. Them shits was fire. I just want them to bring back really good wrestling games, bro. Like, not this cheap half-ass shit they be doing. I need that, bro. I need that, man. $2 super chat coming in from Long Live Kevin Samuels. Take a shot. Well, I was going to take a shot anyways to celebrate the stream, but now I got to do it. Fuck. I was going to save my drinking for, like, Thursday when I saw Furiosa, but it's a celebration. We can do it with the homies. Wow, nobody's just like, yes, let's do it. Damn. All right, so you know what? If I'm taking a shot, I'm not going to be the only one here. So if you guys... We have not done a stream in like 2 months. I know some of y'all motherfuckers still got liquor in your cabinets. You guys got to take at least one shot with me. We got to do it for the memories. Oh, God, David is just chilling. He's lurking. He's like, ah! David lives for this. I don't know how David survived over the past 2 months, man. I don't know. Do it. I'm down. Are you down or are you done? I don't fucking know. Yeah, that's how a lot of collector's editions are coming. You don't get physical discs anymore. You just get digital copies. In fact, we're actually seeing collector's editions being sold without the games because they just assume you're going to buy the game anyway, and we can just sell you the collector's edition, which is certainly a choice. It's a decision. Oh, you got some sealed liquor? Jason, send me the photo of that. I'm currently still working through... I haven't touched this since the last time we streamed, but we actually ordered this on Uber Eats delivery. And I was like, that's awesome. Because we've done a lot of firsts here on the channel. When we were able to order pizza for the first time on the internet, we did that on a live stream. Guys, I'm talking like 10, 11, 12 years ago we did that. 12, 13 years ago, we ordered pizza. This is before ordering on your phones, man. We went to Domino's.com, we ordered pizza. And now we ordered our first bottle of liquor on here. I don't know what's next, man. I feel like the next thing... Cool story, bro, but where are the data battles? Yes, we are going to be getting back to those, Kory. Yes. Now that we're back consistently streaming, data battles are coming, man. I've got you. Where was I? Yeah. So I feel like the next logical thing is us ordering weed once weed becomes like deliverable in my area. I know some states they do that, but man, it's going to be a time when you can just order weed online. You know what I'm saying? We had a Pizza Hut app. Oh, it did, dude. Bro, we used to be a proper country. Do you guys remember a time where you used to have to pay for the internet browser on the Wii? I remember that time. All these kids nowadays with their internet browsers on their phones. I had to pay for it on the Wii. But you know what the funny thing is? In a pro-consumer move, Nintendo refunded me the money, I think, when the app went free. That was cool. Yo, Neo, it was my 18th birthday on the 18th. Good to see you again. Oh, shit, Cold. Happy birthday to you, my guy. Happy belated, brother. Happy belated. 18 years old, man. Welcome to the world, my guy. You have a long life ahead of you. Ordering Domino's on Firefox. Yo, we might have ordered Domino's on Firefox. Yeah. I think that's why I didn't bother with the Wii. Because you made you pay for an internet browser? Sir, how could you? You missed out on a lot of waggling. And then Chris Forth is like, why would I want to waggle on the Wii? I can waggle myself. Hey, yo! This man is crazy. Why would you say that, Chris Forth? Why would you say that? Oh, shit. One sec. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Anyone remember AOL dial-up? Yeah, man. I remember there was a time where you had to choose between going on the internet or choosing whether or not loved ones can reach you from the outside. That was definitely a time. Like, how would y'all feel if, like, literally... Oh, Elden Ring DLC. Oh, that's who that is? Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, who is this? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. If she, Jess, if you're here, I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mom, get off the phone. The boys want to play RuneScape. Yes, sir. Hell yeah, brother. We back. Yes, Coda Freeman comes back precisely when we were taking a shot. All right, you alcoholics. I need all of y'all to y'all better get on social media with your burner accounts and send me a photo of your drinks. Instagram, Twitter. I'm not taking a shot until at least one of you guys do that. Jason already did that. Jason did his submission. Yeah. Come on, brother. Neo, have you ever tried Apple Cinemas? They have one opening near me. Do you think it's on par with some spots like AMC? I've never heard of that to this day. What is that? Christopher was like, yo. Remember when you could buy hash browns from McDonald's at 11 p.m.? Dude, I remember there was a time where McDonald's used to serve all-day breakfast. And it was not that long ago, you guys. We lost it. We lost it. Hey, Ferris, what's up, my brother? How you doing, bro? Are you going to play Hellblade 2? I am. I'm replaying the first one. So once I do that, I'll take like a nice little bathroom break, and then I'll complete Hellblade 2. Cause I heard you can beat Hellblade 2 in like what, 4 or 5 hours, something like that. That's a nice bathroom break. The legend, Bryce, you the legend. Who are you talking to? That's you. Have you ever tried fried pickles with Sonic Ranch dip? No. That does sound like it'll be valid though, because I do love me some pickles. What's the most expensive liquor you had? I had this expensive Japanese whiskey one time. Like, I spend money on my liquor, but I don't spend crazy money. I'm not that type of guy. But I had this expensive Japanese whiskey one time. And I was like, ooh. It was very good. But I was like, would I pay that much money for it? Ooh. All right, I got a mayo shot. No, we are not doing a mayo shot, Chris. No mayo shots here. Fuck that. No, he's taking a shot of mayo. He actually is. Oh, no. Godspeed to you. Doing great, man. Good to see you. And yeah, I played about 2 hours of the game. It's simply put, it's pure eye candy. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, man. A lot of people are saying it's like great if you want to see what Unreal Engine 5 is capable of. But if you're looking for like gameplay and all that stuff that you play a video game for, you might want to look out somewhere else, Yeah, but shout out to my guy, Ferris Wheel Pro. Been following him for a minute on Twitter. He's good peeps, man. He is very much so good peeps. Go check the homie out. But yeah, Ferris Wheel, since I haven't streamed in 2 months, my friend, we're all taking a shot. Feel free, but if you don't drink, that's cool. But yeah, Hibachi with the $2 super chat. What are your thoughts on Fallout and Planet of the Apes? I loved the Fallout TV show. It was awesome. And Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was solid. I don't think it was as good as the previous trilogy, but I think it's like a nice setup foundation movie. It had a great villain, and I'm excited to see where they take this new saga of Apes movies. I have my reservations. I really hope it doesn't just become another like humans versus apes type of shtick as they veer towards like the original Planet of the Apes. But then again, that's why, we have to wait and see what happens. But it was solid. It was better than most like franchise relaunches that I've seen. Oh man, is Neo gonna get drunk tonight? No, I'm not gonna get drunk tonight. I don't have a thick Latina near me. I do not. Yeah, so we're gonna take this shot. Boom. And yes, Lucy is so adorable, bro. She's so adorable, man. She really is. Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't ruin it, bro. All right, guys. So we're going to take this shot. We're going to take this shot. Number one, because they said to take a shot. So I was like, fuck it. I got to do it. But we're going to toast to the first live stream in almost 2 months. I'm very happy to be sharing this evening with you guys. Back at it like a crack addict, like we never left. As always, you guys, it is great seeing everybody. You guys pulled up deep for tonight's stream. And that is awesome. Awesome to see you guys. I'm so happy to see you guys thriving. I'm so happy to see you guys alive. I'm just so happy, just so happy to share this space with you guys. Even if it's only for like 2 hours a week, it's a lot of fun. So, cheers to you guys. All right. One shot down. Yes, sir. What's up, Darkwalker? I may seem hella old, but I bought a Wii recently to play games like Poke Park, Skylanders Giants, and Sonic Secret of the Rings. Nah, bro. The thing about the Wii and why I love the Wii so much, number one, the Wii had a great virtual console. The virtual console on the Wii, in my opinion, is well, it's not really my opinion at all because I feel like it's the general consensus. But if you compare how Nintendo handled the Switch Online, with their releasing of games, the Wii Virtual Console was incredible. And it had some like nice exclusive games here and there on the like stuff that eventually got ported to other systems. But the Wii is cool, man. The Wii is cool. It's got GameCube backwards compatibility. It's got the Virtual Console. It's got some decent exclusives. I like the Wii, man. Now, would I roll with the Wii as like my exclusive console of choice? No, I can't do that. But I did for like the first year and a half. The Wii, well, I had a 360, but then I returned my 360. Then I got a Wii. I had a Wii for like a solid year and a half. Then I got another 360 and then a PS3. Yeah, I have a little bit more hope in that Zelda movie because of Wes Ball. I liked what he did. I really do hope that the Zelda movie he makes is, I hope it leans heavy on practical effects. I mean, yeah, of course you're going to need special effects for certain things, but I hope that, like this Apes movie that came out, like, yeah, it has CGI, obviously, but it still feels like a lived-in world. It still feels really practical. So if they can translate that to the Gorons, if they can translate that to the Zora, like if they translate it to all the other aspects of the world, I'm okay with that. When this will come out, I'm not sure, but I'm excited. I got a little bit more hope. The Zelda movie is Sony. It's dead on arrival for me. Yeah, because Avi Arad is producing it. Fingers crossed he's just producing it in name only and he doesn't have like a real say in it. Avi Arad. Anyone who's a Spider-Man fan, that man. That fucking guy. A live action Goron would look wild. It really would, bro. But honestly, I feel like if they... How do I say this? If they don't go too realistic looking with it and they still add like that sense of like, okay, you're looking at something that's not real, as strange as that sounds. I think it can work. Like, it doesn't have to look hyper realistic. Like, you know how Sonic looks in the Sonic movies? If they can style it like that, I think it would work. But yeah, I think we're definitely in a better spot now that we've seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes versus before. But what I do hope is that this Zelda movie is less. I feel like it should be like bigger in scale than the Mario movie was. The Mario movie was solid, but it was a very safe kind of movie to make. You know what I'm saying? Even by animated movie standards, it was very safe. But for what they were going for, I'm glad, because it could have turned out a lot worse. Now with the Zelda movie, I think it needs to go a little bit bigger, be a little bit more dynamic with its choices, you know, especially when it comes down from a writing front, because you could do a lot of shit with the Zelda lore, man. This could be like a Lord of the Rings saga type shit. How do you feel about that G.I. Joe Ninja Turtles game? Which one? Because didn't they announce like a couple Ninja Turtle games? Yeah, I could see them leaning heavily on like the Breath of the Wild aesthetic for this Zelda movie. I could see that. Taking a hit of the dab pen for you guys. I appreciate it. Virtual console is the definition of you don't know what you've got until it's gone. Yup. You know what also is the definition of you don't know what you've got until it's gone? The Xbox 360 Netflix app. Real ones know. Real ones know, man. Real ones know like how incredible of an app that was. Like that app, dude, the amount of movies and TV shows we would watch, bro, we would be playing Call of Duty Zombies and we would like finish up our game and then we'd still be in the party chat and they're like, yo, let's just watch fucking Terminator 2. Let's watch a couple episodes of Avatar The Last Airbender. And we would just all be in the party chat just watching it, bro. Everything was synced up. Real ones had the Netflix Wii disc. Yeah, they had a disc on the PS3 as well in the beginning. And then I think it became an app. Did you see they're making a Gollum movie? I did. Directed by Andy Serkis. It's produced by Peter Jackson. I don't know. People want to see a Gollum movie that much? Would people really want to see a Gollum movie based off of the Gollum video game? I don't think so. But it remains to be seen. You never know. You never know. Word on the street is the new Dragon Ball Z game is dropping October 1st. I wouldn't be surprised since I think all the Budokai Tenkaichi games dropped around October. So if they've been working on this for a few years, I could see that. Yeah, you know, we was all up in the theaters with our avatars, bro. Real ones don't know it. Dude, Abdi, that Xbox 360 app was so clutch because literally you boot up the app and if you're in a party chat with your friends, you can invite them to watch it with you and everything would be synced up. So you don't have to worry about pausing it because someone needs to go to the bathroom or someone's on the phone. The leader just pauses the movie and it's paused for everybody. It was awesome, dude. Yeah, Andy Serkis directed the second Venom movie. The third Venom movie is directed by the person I think who wrote the first two Venom movies, which is interesting. What are your thoughts on the Lord of the Rings Rings of Power? I saw the first like couple episodes and then I just dropped it. It looked incredible. Like by television show standards, it looked like a fucking movie, bro. But to me, the story and the substance really wasn't there. So it didn't hold me. Like I just started rewatching the Lord of the Rings because it's time for me to rewatch the trilogy again every year, extended editions. And I'm watching it and I'm just like, I'm watching Fellowship of the Ring and I'm already engrossed. And Rings of Power really didn't do that to me with the first like couple episodes. So it's I'm not particularly excited for the future unless the second season is a real big step up by comparison, because that could happen. But as it stands right now, the only thing I'm really looking forward to, if I'm talking like high fantasy, is like the new season of House of Dragons. I did not expect House of Dragons to be as good as it was, guys, because I was Game of Thrones out. And I saw that first episode, I was like, we might be back. And I kept watching it, and it just got better and better and better. So I'm excited. Hopefully the second season lives up to it. But no, this year, we're eating good as far as TV shows, guys. Like, we had the Fallout show. We have the Boys season coming out. We have the next season of The Bear. We have Star Wars Acolyte. We have, if you're interested, Rings of Power. We have House of Dragon. There's a lot of good shit coming. I was having a debate with my little cousin about what was the best Call of Duty game. He was all for Modern Warfare 2 for the 360. I think it's Black Ops 2. Yeah, a lot of people will say MW2, but a lot of people love Black Ops 2. So I think it would be a tie between those two. And then there's me, myself, and I, a real intellectual, who would say Call of Duty World at War because I fucking love the zombies. But I love the first Black Ops game a lot. I didn't really fuck with the multiplayer much, but I did love the campaign and the zombies. But World at War will always have my heart. World at War will always have my heart. Modern Warfare 2 zombies. I mean, Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, it was so fucking cheap at times, but it was a lot of fun. But yeah, to me, I'm a World at War kid. From the campaign to the multiplayer to the zombies. I know I'm an outlier. I know I'm an outlier. I know. But that was my baby right there. Yeah, dude. Severance 2 is coming. They're doing a second season of it. It's coming soon. I feel like should I take another shot? And Flame is like, oh boy, he started. I feel like I'll take another shot. It's been a while. Is it me or just Star Wars just don't feel excited anymore? I didn't even care about May the 4th. Well, no, it's not just you. It's because Star Wars has not been exciting like that. We've had good Star Wars products. Don't get it twisted. Jedi Survivor was fantastic. Andor was phenomenal. But it's just too much Star Wars. And unfortunately, a lot of it is not up to snuff. Star Wars doesn't feel special anymore. But I'm just going to enjoy the good Star Wars stuff for what we got. Because, you know, my ass is going to be in the theaters when they put Revenge of the Sith next year. I don't give a fuck, bro. Revenge of the Sith turns 20 years old next year. Niggas, we going to be up in there quoting that shit. Oh, my God. If y'all thought I was annoying now. Revenge of the Sith is such a funny Star Wars movie for me because I watched it when I was younger. I didn't really care for it. And then in recent years, it's kind of grown on me. I mean, it's still got its problems like all the prequels do. But at the same time, it's just so... It's the best of the saga, you know? But yeah, we're going to take this second shot. He's getting drunk. No, I'm not, bro. I'm not. I'm staying sober. But yeah, feel free to ask questions, guys. Feel free to ask some questions. We'll go for a little bit longer. Feel free to ask some questions. Don't got to be like related to like gaming or TV shows. It can be anything. It can be like life stuff, relationship stuff, women, drama, all that shit, bro. So we're going to dedicate this second shot to... What are we dedicating this next shot to? 5 hours later. No, nobody. Maybe next week it might be 5 hours. Maybe next week. We're going to dedicate this second shot to... You know what? To all my hardworking creators in the space. To all my favorite content creators. To all my folks who are trying to break into content creation. Keep it up, man. Never give up. That's all I can say. What do you think about the Diddy apology? What apology? To me, that was like... He apologized more to the audience than he did to Gassy, bro. It was unserious. $2 super chat from Julian Phoenix. Did you see Tales of the Empire? I haven't. It is on my list, though, of things. Because like I said, there's a lot of shit to watch, so I'm very particular about my time that I use. Neo, have you been watching anime? Yes and no. So I haven't been like watching new series or anything. I've just been rewatching random stuff. Like I rewatched you guys have seen the Pluto anime on Netflix? Oh, that is some good shit. It's from the guy who did Monster. Incredible. Shot to the next Nintendo Direct. Yes, sir. Drink, but it's on the top of his microphone. NK Dan, you know how it is, bro. I'm good at balancing stuff. Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen. That's that. So as far as like anime, I have a list of anime I need to catch up on. Jujutsu Kaisen is like the show that I really need to binge. Um, and then from there, I have a couple of other series that I'm kind of on the fence about starting. And then at the bottom is like Demon Slayer, just because like Demon Slayer will always be there for me. So I'm like, I'm not in no rush to do that. Have you ever had a romantic relationship that was very complicated, but you still loved her? Oh, absolutely, bro. That was like my last two relationships. Yeah, because that's the thing about love, man. Love is very complicated. Love is a very complicated thing to deal with, and that's just unfortunately a part of the process. But yeah, I've been in situations where the relationship had been so complicated, but I just couldn't do it anymore, where we just had to part ways. But I still have like respect and love for that person. We're just not romantically compatible anymore in that respect. Yes, Abdi, it's really good. I've heard Dr. Stone is good, but yeah, Toonami Rewind. They're giving the shit for the kids, man. I love it. Evening. When you stream, how do you recommend you keeping people engaged? So Nintendo Porn Company conspiracy. Honestly, it depends on your type of streams that you do. Now, me, myself, and I don't really stream video games or I don't do anything else. So for me, my streams are just like long form discussions, long form talking. So it's kind of like watching a dude do like a solo podcast where he's just talking about random stuff. And to me, that's what it's all about. I actually have pretty decent viewer retention in terms of the people who watch these streams, because a lot of people play this in the background of their day-to-day lives and what they're doing. So to me, that works. You have to find your own niche and your own style. Some people, they have streams that are like very structured where they'll do like a topic or two, and then they'll have like a viewer segment where they get the viewers involved. So they make it really a live show, where they can involve them in that. But everything comes from a trial and error. It comes from trial and error, you know, figuring out what works for you, what doesn't. The one thing I do love about my streams and what I do is that they're just so simple, and it's literally just me talking in a microphone, and people show up for it. Some people don't, but then they show up for other things. So it all depends. Like tonight, because it's the comeback stream, the views are a little lower, but it's like a consistent concurrent, like almost all the same people who were here from the beginning are still here now. And that's because a lot of people, they know what it's all about. But you have to experiment with it as a content creator on the type of show that you're doing. That's also what factors into it more than anything. But the thing is about like viewer retention and everything, it's just so hard to predict it at times, because like sometimes people will watch a stream and then they just get distracted. They have to do something else. And it's not that they don't want to watch your stream. It's just that there's other things. And then there's other times you might have really high viewer retention on topics you don't even think people care about. You know, I've had some streams where I'm talking like about some really crazy industry shit, and the viewer retention is lower there than when I'm just doing this. You know what I'm saying? It just all depends, man. If I was 50, I'd still tune into this. Yeah, you know what it is? Because a lot of us, like, it's just us chilling, bro. It's literally us chilling. We're not putting on a facade. Like, I'm the same if I'm on here, if I go on any more, like, any other podcast or whatever. I'm just the same dude. I'm on certain podcasts, I might be a little, like, less loosey-goosey. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm on IGN or whatever, I'm very conservative. But if I'm here, or if I'm on, like, Weapon Wheel, or if I'm on something else, we can do that. Don, are you still here? Don Otaku, are you still here? You might be gone. I don't know. $4.99 super chat from Good Life J. I'm glad that girl never came over. My girl came home early from work. Glad to see you're streaming again. For movies, is Dolby better than IMAX? Hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. We aren't gonna skirt past what just happened here, Good Life J, because I believe you're responding to a message that you sent me on Instagram. Oh my god. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is in the description. Every now and then I do like ask me anythings there, and I get some wild fucking responses. Holy shit. And I think Good Life J was one of those dudes. So he said like there's this girl that was hitting on him, and she wanted to come over to his place, but this man has already got himself in a whole relationship, and he was wondering, what do I do? And I'm just like, excuse me, what? This motherfucker is insane, bro. But then again, I'm just like, hey, listen, that's your life to live. I'm not the police. I'm not. But thank you. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate your support on me streaming again. So as far as your question is concerned, what is better for movies, IMAX or Dolby? So here's the thing. I love both formats. I love Dolby Cinema and I love IMAX. However, if you had a choice between IMAX or Dolby, I would recommend doing Dolby. And the reason why is because Dolby is standardized across the board. If you go to any AMC theater that has the Dolby Cinema format, you are getting the exact same experience. You're getting the better sound, the better picture quality, the better everything. They're spec'd that way. The thing about IMAX is that IMAX, in very rudimentary terms, is just a bigger screen. And if you go to different theaters that have IMAX, you might notice that the screen sizes are different. You compare the screen size of one theater that has an IMAX screen to another, it can be completely different. There are only a handful of theaters throughout the entire world. I say a handful. Obviously, there's more than that. But there's a small amount of theaters across the entire world that are true IMAX, that are the huge stadium-sized theater screens. Like, huge wall-to-wall, like you walk in, you're like, what the fuck? Right? And those are the IMAX screens that you want to see, that you're paying the premium for. Unfortunately, there's a lot of theaters out there that if they say that the screen is bigger, you walk into there and you're like, yeah, it's bigger, but is that really worth it? And that's the gamble that you run. So I would say if you had a choice between the two formats because they're about the same price, go see something in Dolby because everything is spec'd across the board to make sure that you are getting a quality Dolby experience. IMAX, not so much. That being said, if you have access to an IMAX screen, like let's say if you're in New York and you go to AMC Lincoln on 34th Street, that screen is a legitimate IMAX screen. And if you see something like Dune or a Christopher Nolan movie on that shit, you're going to be like, my mind is fucking blown, bro. But again, depending on your location, you might not have that. So definitely do your research as far as like the legitimate IMAX screens. But as a general rule, Dolby, yes. And then if you have a legit IMAX screen, go see it in IMAX. Cutter Freeman says you cheat. Oh my God. Y'all, you, Cutter Freeman, Good Life Jay, fucking, oh my God, you guys are insane. Hey, Jay Ransom, how you doing, bro? We're already 2 shots in, my guy. We're 2 shots in for the night. And we chilling, bruh. Do you think we're gonna get Kingdom Hearts 4 in 2,356 or 400 or 4,555? Also, the Kingdom Hearts series is on Steam. Well, it's not on Steam yet. It's coming soon in a few weeks, but I'm banking on 2026 for Kingdom Hearts 4. I have a feeling. I just have a feeling. What are your thoughts on Dragon Ball Z Kai? I prefer Dragon Ball Z Kai to watching the OG just because if you're watching in English, it's a way better dub. It's condensed. It gets to the point. But then again, Kai does have its problems, especially like towards the Buu Saga where they just really fucked up the pacing of it. So I would say if you had to choose an anime to watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. Especially if you're watching in English. If you're watching it in Japanese, that's tough because the Japanese performances in Kai are not as good by comparison to the original Japanese performances in the Z anime. So there's like really no real definitive way to watch Dragon Ball. The best way I would say to experience it is read the manga the way Toriyama intended. But I love Kai. I have a lot of the Kai box sets here. The other ones, they're behind the case right here, but these are like the first 3 Kai DVDs. I didn't know how fucking rare and expensive these things have become because that's the thing about anime. If you don't buy it when it comes out, it's just not going to be here forever. But I have these 3. And yeah, dude, it's great. Especially if you are someone who loves the dub. The actors are actually seasoned now and the writing is great. Yeah, no, it's kind of rough watching Dragon Ball. Like when Toriyama passed away, I started a Dragon Ball rewatch and it was so heartbreaking watching the intro. Like dude, when I started rewatching Dragon Ball, I was tearing the fuck up during the intro. And then I just started like smiling and laughing because it's so sad that he's gone, but at the same time, like, what a legacy. What a legacy he left behind, bro. What a legacy. And I'm just so thankful that like we were able to share like the same space and the same time and be influenced by this man's work. And if it wasn't for Dragon Ball, we wouldn't have gotten any of the shit that we love today. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be doing this shit. So it's so sad that he's gone because he had so much more to give to the world. But I don't like to view shit like that because it makes me even more depressed. I like to view it as just look at this man for who he was, what he brought into the world during his time, how impactful that's been for decades, and just like be grateful for every single thing you got to enjoy, you know? Like when Toriyama passed away and there was like these video interviews that came out, and it was just like him in the Toriyama always had that drip, but he was wearing like this black tracksuit and everything, and he was smiling, and I'm just like, he has that Goku smile, bro. He has a like Goku and Toriyama's smile are exactly the same way, dude. So even though he's gone, man, I just see that and I get giddy over that, bro. Yeah. So it's like I was so sad when he passed, but at the same time I'm like, what a fucking legacy, dude. Do you think any of these legendary mangakas know their impact on the world? Well, that's the thing, man. You don't really know until the person is gone. Like, you can see the impact and what it's done to people, but then it just becomes absorbed by the culture, and it's everyone's to enjoy. And you can see that, like, when you see people post videos of stuff about, like, oh, look at this mural of, like, these Dragon Ball things, or how people love Dragon Ball. They're doing, like, the fusion dance. You see that stuff, like, pro wrestlers and soccer players and everything. But when it's a case of mourning and people are just giving they're saying their prayers and their condolences, that's when you really see the impact. And I don't think you've ever seen a death shake the world in terms of like entertainment like Toriyama's, bro. Like when you had freaking China issue a statement on his passing. China? Like a whole freaking country? When you had, I think it was like the high-ranking official in France talking about this shit. Like that man Toriyama. Dude. And Toriyama was such a private dude. He wasn't going on all these tours and talking to like, you know, like these officials and everything. He was low key. And there's like this long-running rumor and suspicion that Tite Kubo has him to thank for getting Bleach serialized in Jump, because Tite Kubo was ready to quit after he kept getting rejected, but Toriyama was just like, no, keep trying. And there are some rumors that that Toriyama talked to like Jump to say, no, look at this guy's work. Like that is just so fucking insane. And he just, even though like he had done his magnum opus and everything, he was still giving back. He was still trying to shepherd the next generation. Like that is character, bro. That is something that a lot of us didn't know until he passed away. And just think about that. What he did into the day-to-day. He could have milked Dragon Ball all he wanted. He could have like done like 16 different series. He could have done whatever, man, but he chose to like bring up that next generation, bro. Like like that whole Spirit Bomb shit, the collectiveness thing, he lived by that. Yeah. Like I would think that like if I was talking about Toriyama, I would start crying again, but it's like I don't feel those tears anymore, man. It's like a happy feeling now. Cause his energy is like all around us, man. I love that. Yeah, Dragon Quest 11 Flame, yeah. Hey, Matt Ross, what's up, bro? What's up, Neo? Glad to see you're back. Thank you, guys. And that's something I appreciate. And that's the one thing that I never take for granted, like when I do these streams. Just the support you guys give. Even if you guys just show up for 5 minutes, you show up and you super chat, you just show up and you like the video, whatever. It's great, man. And that's why, again, it's just so weird when I see content creators who are so like disrespectful of their audiences. You know, I'm not saying that like you need to be in this weird parasocial relationship with your audience, but at the same time, I'm like, listen, I will take a shot with all my fucking subs, bro. Like, I've been thinking about playing Dragon Quest XI again, but man, if it wasn't a long ass JRPG, I wouldn't do it. But man, I think about it sometimes. Oh, it's your brother's birthday? Hey, happy birthday to your brother, man. Happy birthday to Valkyrian23. Or, yeah, he's your older brother, right? Uber Eats is trying to tempt me. Well, what do you got for me, Uber Eats? Let's see what you got tonight. You haven't been throwing any coupons my way, which I'm actually very sad. Because I love those fucking Uber Eats. The buy one, get one 50% off. I live for that shit. And they haven't thrown it at me in like 2 weeks. And I'm like, how dare you? That's good, though, because I'm not trying to spend money like that on Uber Eats. Let me see if they have it. Nope, nothing there. Haha, you can't get me tonight, Uber Eats. Nope. Oh, your older brother. So that is Valkyrian23. Valkyrian23, yep. I don't really watch streams or streamers, but Neo is a real one, boys. Oh, thank you, Ghost of the Shadow. I appreciate it. So this third shot of the night. No, we're not doing 5 hours, nobody, if you're still here. We're not doing 5 hours. Nah. The third shot of the night is dedicated to support. It's dedicated to support that we all give in life. Sometimes it goes unrequited, but you know what? If there is a situation where support is shown, it is here in this chat tonight. Because we support each other. That's what we do, man. We support each other through all of our trials and tribulations. That's a great Ace Attorney game. If you haven't played it, by the way. Of course, talking to my sister. It's good to be supported by others. And we support each other in the best of times, but also in the worst of times. You cannot forget that. It works both ways. And yeah, just continue to be there for one another. And continue to be excellent individuals. So, let's talk about these MILFs, man. All right, so I did a post that kind of popped off on Twitter a few nights ago. And I was just listing off some of these fucking older women that I find attractive, man. Selma Hayek, Hannah Waddingham, Ming Na, you know, Nia Long and everything, bro. And man, listen, all I'm saying is that, like, if I had a whiteboard, you know what I'm going to do? I feel like I should buy a whiteboard for these streams. How would you guys feel if all of a sudden you guys just saw me like pop up with a whiteboard and a Sharpie right here? I have Sharpies in my drawer from my time when I used to work at Staples as a kid. How would y'all feel if I had a whiteboard right here? Maybe I'll put it on wheels. I don't know. I'll bring a whiteboard up in here. And then I just like, every week we'll have like a different thing that we dissect or discuss. And we'll just like break it down. I feel like that'd be a nice interactive way for us to like do different things on the stream. What do you guys think about that? Would you guys support a Neo whiteboard stream? You know what I'm saying? We just like write random shit. I could be smarticle and get like a tablet and write it on screen, but that is boring. I don't want to be like one of these tech bros. I want to be old school, old fashioned. Hey. That'd be a good idea, actually. Because what YouTuber is actually using a fucking whiteboard to write shit on there? Everyone is so fancy schmancy with their technology. If I bring out a whiteboard and I'm just like, listen, so we're going to talk about the Xbox debacle right over here, right? So here is Microsoft. Here is Xbox. You got Phil Spencer. You got Satya Nadella. Maybe I'll get creative and I'll do stickers. But I don't know. I feel like stickers, I don't want to pay for ink. I feel like that could work. I feel like that could propel me towards like 300,000 subscribers. It'll be different. A whiteboard is a good idea. Thank you. We'll put a fucking whiteboard here. And we're right. But then you guys will see my terrible penmanship. But fuck it, it doesn't matter. Because listen, we're doing it live, bro. We're doing it live. It doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, it's just all about giving back to the audiences. Get a chalkboard if you really want to be old school. Damn, but I don't. You know what the thing I hate is? I hate the sound of chalk on a chalkboard. Because I feel like you can, if you slip with the chalk, your fingers can go on the board, and I just hate that sound, bro. I hate it, dude. I can't stand it. They call him Professor Neo. Oh, I like that. I like that. Dr. Neo. I like that. I live for that shit, bro. I think that is that could be a different era. The legend has returned. I fuck with you guys so much. I love it. Thank you for all the support, man. Don't ever feel as if your con comments go unwarranted. They're awesome. Neo Game Sensei. Hey, Neo Game Sensei. Oh, damn, that could be the relationship channel. Ooh, put y'all on game real quick. Professor Neo, PhD in love. Damn. Damn, these are ideas. This is my counsel right here. This is my fucking counsel right here. Professor Spark. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. Ooh. Neo the love guru. Put a spark in your love life. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, damn. These are fucking ideas right now, you guys. These are fucking ideas right now. If I had a whiteboard, I would put the ideas on there, but we don't. Anyways, let's get back to some fun questions, guys. Ask me anything. Let's be fun. Let's be fun. Let's not talk about just video games. Let's be creative. Let's talk about some real shit. You going through some problems in your life with your love or whatever, or, you know, like whatever. And damn, are we on the 4th shot? Ah, oh, fuck. Okay, here we go. Not 5 hours, Flame, because it's not midnight yet. What movies are you looking forward to this summer? Furiosa comes out in 2 days. What up? Furiosa. I'm looking forward to that. Honestly, not really much of anything. Like Furiosa and Deadpool. Everything else, I'm kind of like not looking at. I'm just waiting for them to get closer and closer, and then I'll watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to get too hyped. I like to go into things blind. This man finna end the stream 11:59 to say it wasn't 5 hours. Shit. Yo, Flame, I'm just saying, bro. You starting shit, bro. What are your thoughts on the ScarJo AI controversy? I hope there's more. So basically, for those who don't know, this one fuck nigga, he wanted to use Scarlett Johansson. I guess he wanted to like hire Scarlett Johansson for something. She was just like, no. And then he basically took her voice and replicated it into AI. And she was just like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm a lawyer the fuck up. And he's just like, oh, what? That's the basic gist of it. Very rudimentary, I know. But it's one of those things that's really scary about AI. The concept of AI is interesting in the sense that I feel like there is a place for it in the workflow. But in the sense that it's using just to basically replicate a lot of the stuff that people do on the day-to-day in terms of their performances, that is something that I think is very sinister. Because we're getting to the point now where people, instead of getting like accurate performances, you're just aping off that stuff for whatever reason, when we know you have the money to pay them for that. And I think that's right that she's threatening him with litigation, because it's like she told you no, and then you still went ahead and did it anyway because you thought. But, you know, a lot of people realize you fuck around and find out. I turned 21 a few months ago, so now I'm legal. Hey, shout out to you, Dark Walker. We got a couple birthdays since I've been gone. Yes, sir. Neo, would you date or do a fat woman who's 200 pounds? Not talking thick, straight fat. Personally, no. I'm very much so a person who I keep myself in shape, and I look for women who keep themselves in shape. That's it. I mean, that's not to say that they aren't deserving of love. They can do that. But if I'm dating someone who weighs around the same as me, I don't know about that. But again, everyone has different preferences. There's a lot of skinny guys who like bigger women and vice versa. There's a lot of big guys who like really tiny petite women. Who am I to judge? But me personally, I like when women in shape, leaning towards a little bit on the thick side. I'm not really excited for Inside Out 2. I mean, I'll see what it's hitting for, but I don't know, man. This era of Pixar has been really strange. Like, I liked Turning Red. I loved Soul. But some of the stuff that they've been putting out has just really been hit or miss. Like Lightyear. You know, like Elemental, I really enjoyed. But Inside Out 2, I'm like, do we really need that? I feel like we said all we needed to say. Don't be like Shaq with them girls. No, I don't do that. Like, the women I've dated have been, the shortest girl I dated was like 5'2". Tallest girl I've dated was like 5'8". Yeah, 5'2" to 5'8". I mean, I mess around with girls who are like 5'10", but like 5'8". And then my last girlfriend was like 5'5". Elemental is a cute movie. I like it. It's a nice date night movie, bro. How did the Drake and Kendrick beef have you feeling? Excited. I loved it. It was so much fun, bro. because you never knew what was happening now. Like, I was at work, and then my friend was like, yo, Drake dropped again. And I was like, a word? And then he was like, yo, Kendrick just dropped. And I was like, a word? And a few hours later, he was like, no, Kendrick dropped again. I was like, what? It was fucking sick, bro. All right. Yeah, Pixar is very hit or miss for me now. Like, we have some good movies, but then we have a lot of movies that I'm just like, why did you guys do this? Like Incredibles 2 to me is still the most disappointing Pixar movie because I waited so long for that film, and I came out of that being like, that was nothing at all. Coco was great. Coco was really good. Like, they do good movies, but then there's a lot of stuff in between that I don't really care much for. All right, guys, next shot. What are we dedicating this to? I'm going to let the chat dedicate this. We're going to let the best man win in terms of like what we're dedicating this fourth shot to. Neo, which one of these vehicles would you ride for fun? A golf cart, side by side a four-wheeler. Person for me, I'm going to golf cart. We got some tea and shades, chilling in nature. Ride for fun? Honestly, I would probably go for a four-wheeler, bro. Dedicate the shot to Akira Toriyama. I mean, we kind of discussed him, so we kind of did that before. Yeah, that Incredibles 2 was not hitting, bro. I feel like we dedicated a shot to Akira when he passed away, no? Shot to Don't Be Like Diddy. We dedicated one shot to the stream. We dedicated one shot to coming back. I don't know what the third one was for. You know what, Pop? We're going to do that. We're going to dedicate this shot to more life and enjoying life. And even though it's so scary at times and so daunting, confusing, you might feel hopeless. But you know what? We are going to make the best out of each and every single moment. And we promise each other that. Yes, sir. Oh. All right. So, okay. How's your dating life going? My dating life has been okay. You know, I haven't really been putting myself out there too much because, you know, after getting out of a relationship and everything, you know, you take some time for yourself just to reflect and then, you know, not do anything. But it's okay. Like, I'm not going too crazy. I haven't been on a date in a couple of weeks, but I'm just chilling. I'm just minding my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a little bit of like a back and forth on whether or not I would potentially see if I could rekindle things with the last person, but it's one of those things where it's like you try it and then it's one of those things where you're reminded why you left in the first place. So past couple weeks, I've just been minding my business, man. I've been minding my business. I've been just focusing on friends, family, entertainment, all that stuff, and just doing me, bro. You know, doing me. I'm not really focused. I don't have like the intent to go and seek out love in that respect because I don't really feel the need or the pressure to do that. So I'm just doing me, man. Yeah, I'm just doing myself, Flame. Just like you do yourself, bro. Just like you do yourself, and how everyone here does themselves. How about advice? I'm 25 years old. I'm trying to get out there, but still not really pulling, bro. I'm active in the gym. All right, Sean, let me tell you this, bro. As far as like trying to pull, bro, here's the thing. Going to the gym, yes, that is a must. Getting your body right is perfect because once you get your body right, it's great. Once you get your fashion right, it's great. And then from there, bro, it comes down to spitting game, bro. It's comes down to spitting game and then just talking to different women. And then also comes down to your intentions, what you're doing with the person. If you're with the person and your intention is just to completely fuck, you're going to have an easier time than it is running game and trying to get like a substantial relationship because that takes a lot of bit of work. I will say, don't treat it as like your first priority. Don't lead with it in the sense that like, I want to get into a relationship. Don't do that, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Just focus on all the other stuff outside of that. Focus on elevating yourself mentally, right? Heal from your traumas and your mistakes. Widen your mind, your horizons. See what's truly possible. Elevate yourself mentally. Elevate yourself physically. So get yourself in the gym. Get your body right. Get it right. Become a healthier individual. Take care of your health. And then elevate yourself in a career sense. Elevate yourself financially. Make as much money as you can to better yourself. You don't need to make like $30 million or whatever, but put yourself in a better financial situation. And then what you'll find is when you start elevating yourself and then you start trying to like date, you'll attract a different type of crowd of women. And then you can pick and choose who you want to talk to. But never, as weird as this sounds, bro, don't get like too overly excited over that shit. Because if there's one thing that's true in the dating game is that if you get excited and you try to throw all your eggs in one basket, for whatever reason, it doesn't work out. Either they lose interest because they're talking to like 10 other dudes, or it just doesn't work out because of what you envisioned. Like you talk to this girl and you're already envisioning the house, the picket fence, the dogs, picking them up from soccer practice, all that shit. Don't do that, bro. Focus on all the other stuff, the tangible stuff that you know is going to get you in a better place. And then go from there, man. But above all else, and I can't stress this enough, be yourself, dude. Don't worry about trying to be like all these other pickup artists. Don't worry about trying to be the most suave and cool dude. Listen, guys, I will tell you this much, right? Up until the past couple of years, like the past 6 years, I had no game whatsoever. I could barely look a woman in the eye. I was scared to approach all of that stuff because I grew up as a recluse, dude. Like, you guys remember how I was when I first got on YouTube back in the day. But one thing that I've learned is when I elevated myself in the sense that, like, I know how to conversate. I know how to, like, take care of myself in terms of my physical appearance. Once I elevated those traits, and then I stopped worrying about, okay, I'm gonna quote a line from 40-Year-Old Virgin. You got to stop putting the pussy on the pedestal. You have to stop doing that. You have to stop trying to chase that shit and make it run your life. No, you don't do that shit, bro. You admire that, sure, but you don't make that your be-all, end-all. I'm not saying you got to treat women like garbage. No. But what I'm saying is that you don't focus on that. Do all your other stuff, and then when you're interested in that stuff, you put some time into that. You do that. And then what happens in that situation is that you realize that you don't fear the stuff that you feared before. Like rejection, for example. Oh my God, dude. I was so terrified. When I got rejected by a girl for the first time, I was just like, fuck, I failed. What did I do? Like, this girl rejected me. I will never talk to another woman again. But then you know what happened? When I stopped worrying about rejection, I realized that this is only one person. How many people are there on planet Earth? I'm going to keep pushing, bro. And then you go from there. You walk with confidence, and not like that chauvinistic asshole confidence. You walk with confidence in the sense that it's like, I'm gonna start a conversation with this woman, and that's basically it. I'm not gonna try to like hit on her like, damn, mama, you so fine, or what this and blah blah blah. I'm just like, no, I'm gonna start a conversation with her. I'm gonna respect her, and then go from there. And bro, I'm telling you, dude, the amount of, I probably shouldn't be saying this shit, but the amount of women I've picked up at my gym is fucking ridiculous. And I know that's my cardinal rule, to not do that. And yet here we are. And that's just all from just, being yourself, being chill, being very low key, man. That like needy shit and aggressive and all that stuff, bro, it's not the move, man. It's not the move. Just be yourself and see where that goes. Have confidence in yourself. And you're going to realize not everybody gets a vibe by that. You're going to wonder, like, why is that dude doing better than me? Don't worry about that shit, bro. Focus on elevating yourself and carving your own niche. And eventually, you're going to find some that find you fucking attractive, man. Neo getting 2 types of workout. Hey, yo, Flame, I'm going to take a shot to that. My fucking guy Flame is on fire right now. Spit fire on these niggas one more time. Flame, Big Neo. What's up, Lil Stoplight? How you doing, bro? Damn. We might kill this bottle tonight. I'm not even going front. I missed hanging out with you guys. Thanks, bro. Already elevating. Got my certs. Gonna get a new job in IT field soon. Yo, Shawn, we on a similar path, bro. I'm not even in front. That's what I've been doing low key behind the scenes. I've been studying. I'm working on getting some of my certs. So yeah, absolutely, bro. Do that shit, Shawn. Elevate yourself. But you know what? Elevate yourself. But like I said, Still dip your toe in the water. Go out on dates to get that experience so you know what's out there, bro. Because you need to know what's out there. You need to know what's out there to know how to protect yourself. And Cutter Freeman, one of these days, I'm going to bring Cutter Freeman on this relationship podcast because Cutter Freeman, like I said, Cutter Freeman has had sex with almost every woman that's existed in this entire planet. But it's important because I don't want you to get your heart broken, man. I don't want you to get your heart broken and then you start resenting women, because that's how you end up like these dudes on these podcasts who say that women ain't shit and this or whatever. It's like, bro, trust me. Yes, there's a lot of women that ain't shit, but we don't worry about those women. We don't talk to those women, bro. We don't. We talk to different women. And same thing, there's a lot of niggas that ain't shit. Don't worry about that shit, bro. Good to see you killing it in life. Little stoplight. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. He said, I've been watching you since I was in middle school, bro. I'm 25 now. Hey, bro, little stoplight. I just hit 30 last year, bro. So how do you think I feel, man? But, you know, it's one of those things, man, where it's like, I love the fact that we're all here together and we're all aging at the same time. And I've seen some of you guys graduate. I've seen some of you guys start families. And then we're just all on these different trajectories and these paths. And it's all awesome because we all stay ourselves, man. And that's great. We talking to the bros. And like I always say, it's a go. Karuto's one of the OGs right here. Karuto's one of the OGs right here. Started watching during the pandemic and I never left. Appreciate you, my G. And this is why you guys keep leaving those comments, and that's where I'm like in my mind, like, I can't let these niggas down, bro. I gotta keep doing shit. Like, I can't do, like, you guys showing up constantly motivates me in more ways than one. That's just like, nigga, haul ass. Put your foot on the gas. Haul ass, put the foot on the gas. Do more. Be more, achieve more. Do better. Do better is what I always think. Because that's what you guys always do. You're like, you gotta do this, nigga. You gotta do that. You gotta do that. And I'm like, you guys are right. Because you guys are never wrong, but you guys are right. The bullying shit, that works in this case. He's just like me for real. Let's fucking go. Yes, sir. Kory Gryffindor says, what's your preferred settings when you're gaming on your OLED? Do you have the AI sound on? So my preferred settings for my OLED TV, Kory Gryffindor, is, first off, I watched the calibration video online on YouTube, and it showed me all the settings. I just did a couple of little tweaks here and there, and I adjusted those things. Nothing too crazy, because the LG TVs, they're really good when it comes to like the gaming settings and modifying that stuff. But watch the calibration videos. As far as like the sound settings, I have a dedicated sound setup system. I have a sound bar. I have surround speakers and everything in my room. So the TV itself doesn't really handle that. It just goes through that via HDMI ARC. But yeah, definitely watch calibration videos to make sure you get the crispy settings, man. Because you spend a good money on that OLED. You want to make sure it's good. All right, we're taking another shot. Fuck. I said it was one shot tonight, and here we are. But you know what? It's a celebration. We back on the streams. We back on the fucking streams, and you guys are all here. I live for this shit. You know what? We're going 5 hours. Oh no. It's 10 o'clock. Shit. We're at 3 hours. We'll see how long it goes. We'll see. Okay. We will go until I decide to make a bad decision. Until I decide to make a bad decision. Them shots be coming in quick. Well, David Big Lad, you live for this shit. I'm making up for lost time. So before I get belligerent, remember this Saturday night, we're watching Madam Web. I don't know the exact time yet. Would you guys prefer like 7 p.m. Eastern or 10 p.m. Eastern? It's like what, a 2-hour movie? So I think we can make that work. 7 p.m., 10 p.m. I will let you guys know the insight, but comment down below, anyone who's attending, what time works, 7 or 10. I'm leaning towards 10 because I want to make sure it's like convenient enough for like West Coast people if you're working, so you guys can pull up to the Discord. And like I said, it's free to join, but like I said, you have to have a microphone, no background noise because we're all watching at the same time. Neo lied as natural as he breathed. Damn, you're saying that I got that like breathing style liar syndrome? Shit. Fuck. He said I'm a liar. But when I've lied to you guys, it's always for good reason. Like, you didn't know I had the Xbox Series X for a whole month. You didn't know that. Yet here we are. Don't watch it for the wrong reasons and keep the lotion bottles away. Hey, yo, listen. Neo ASMR live stream. Oh, God. So I think 10 p.m. So, all right, we'll do it for 10 p.m. Saturday. God. So keep bullying Neo until he finishes the Trails game. Not a Tails game. I finished my Tails games. Yeah, that's right. I finished that Tales of Arise, bro. I finished that fucking Tales of Arise. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. And it was a beautiful ending. That last act, though, was terrible. But the ending was beautiful. I loved it. I loved Alphen. I loved Shion. It's beautiful. I need to play the DLC. I'm going to play the DLC. But yeah, we're dedicating this next shot to... You know what? We're dedicating this shot. We're dedicating this shot. I know I already did this before. I'm dedicating this shot to the fucking chat. We're dedicating this to the fucking chat, bro. I know I always say this. I dedicate to you guys. Like, oh, you're so amazing. I love you guys. You know this. I'm spilling the shot. Oh, God. Oh, God. Now it's going to seep into my skin. I'm going to smell like whiskey. But it's okay, man. I got that rugged Irish thing going for me now, man. It's not Irish whiskey. Is this Irish whiskey? No, it's Dewar's blended Scotch whiskey. Where is this from? Scotland. Ah, yes, it's from Scotland. Scottish. Yes, sir. I'm gonna start to the fucking chat, bro. You guys are some real ones, man. I fucking live for y'all. And this Dewar's, I'm not going front. I forgot who recommended I order Dewar's, but it does go down smooth after you get past like the 4th shot. It's crazy. So shout out to the chat, bro. Oh, God. Hold on. Oh, you got some German. You got some German alcohol. Okay. Oh, you know what the funny thing is, bro? That sparkling cider, we always used to get during, like, Thanksgiving. Oh, you got Crown Royal? Hey. I fucks with that Apple Crown, bro. Man. You know what I want to watch? I want to watch fucking Braveheart again. I have not watched Braveheart since I was like 16, bro. That movie, man. Anyways, guys, let's get back to asking some questions. I'm feeling lit right now, bro. I'm feeling fucking lit. Ask me some fun questions, guys. Shout out to the good Ultimate Spider-Man comic run. Yo, that new Ultimate Spider-Man comic is fucking fuego. Jonathan Hickman killing it, bro. Another drunk movie night should absolutely be Shazam 2. Jason? Why would you torture yourself? You guys don't know the lore behind Jason in this movie. I'm going to let Jason explain that when we do the Madam Web thing. Because that man, in the origin of that movie, that man was traumatized. Is Dragon Quest good? Yes. Dragon Quest is very good, especially if you want a classic JRPG in every sense of the word. Dragon Quest XI is a very good game. Very long game, mind you, but very good game. I would recommend picking that up. It's available on damn near everything. Let me see, because I have it on the Switch, but you know, I'm so bougie, man. I just like, let me get Dragon Quest on the fucking Xbox, bruh. Is it available? How much is it on the Xbox? Let me see this shit. I might fuck around and buy that shit on the Xbox for no reason, man. Because I have the original one on PS4. I have Dragon Quest XI S on the Switch. But I want that crispy resolution on the new consoles, bro. Come on, Google. Come on, Google, load. What do you mean the site can't be reached? That's right, I'm gonna refresh that shit. Nah, I'll pay for $20 for it. How much is it? I can wait for a sale. Yeah, the Dragon Quest soundtrack is... like, I mean, they fixed it in the 11S, like the special edition, but it's very much so like we have one good track. We gonna run with it till the end. Hey, take care, Chris. Have a good night, my brother. I will see you on Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your week, my guy. Much love, brother. Dude, yeah, I've known a lot of you guys since 2008. That's the crazy part. And I've known some of you guys since 2020. That's 4 years, bro. Because I like the Dragon Quest soundtrack, but I don't listen to the Dragon Quest soundtrack on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to the Persona soundtrack on the regular. Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy 13 has a great soundtrack. You know, Octopath Traveler's got some baller-ass music. Dragon Quest, I'm like, this is a good background music when I play the game, bruh. Animal Well, yeah, I've heard really good things about Animal Well, Cutter Freeman. Is your Steam Deck collecting dust? I mean, yes and no. Like, I do play it from time to time when there is something I want to play on my PC. Like Hades 2, for example. I would love to play that on my Steam Deck, but I'm just not in the mood to just keep buying games for the sake of. Unless it's something where it's like Unicorn Overload. Overlord. Unicorn Overlord. Where I just want to support the physical copy. So, you know. Hey, Retro Lad Chris, what's up? I know you've been here for a hot minute, bro. But what's up, bro? Yeah, that Final Fantasy remake is happening. It is happening, bro. I ain't gonna speak too much on it, but I'm gonna speak too much on it. All right? So that Final Fantasy 9 remake, that Final Fantasy 9, I'm not even bullshitting right now, even though I'm a couple shots in. I'm not even bullshitting right now. I should not even be saying this right now, but fuck it. Fuck it. No one's gonna report this. That Final Fantasy remake, that Final Fantasy 9 remake, is actually real. It's been in development for a while. It has changed scale halfway through. They're making it bigger than it was before. So it's kind of like a halfway between Final Fantasy VII Remake and The Legend of Mana Remake. So it's like better than The Legend of Mana Remake, but not quite up on the level of Final Fantasy VII Remake. But it is real. I'm not even bullshitting right now, but it is a legitimate thing. I heard about this like 2 years ago. I should not have been saying this, but fuck it. It's like, it's very reputable insiders have already said this. But yeah, I've known about the Final Fantasy 9 remake for about 2 years. I didn't want to say anything about it because I was just like, yeah, if I say something about this shit, people will run with it. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not do that. But now that someone else has come forward, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, it's real. Yeah. But yeah, there's that. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this, but fuck it. It like, who's gonna clip this and be like, oh, YouTuber NeoGameSpark, he's drunk on his live stream. He said the Final Fantasy 9 remake is real. Like, come on now. It's been rumored for years. I think it was on the NVIDIA leak. Like, yeah, Midori. Shout out to Midori, the notable Atlas leaker. He came forward and he was talking about the Persona remakes and everything. And he's talking about Final Fantasy 9 remakes. So I'm just like, fuck it. Yeah, you know, yeah, that shit is real, bro. And who the fuck is gonna believe me of all people? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they Square Enix originally, it was going to be a smaller scale project, but then they bumped up the resources and it's, yeah. But it is going to remain somewhat true to the OG. So it's not going to be like an action turn-based. It's not going to be like an action, like it's not going to be like Final Fantasy Remake where they went straight action. But Final Fantasy 9 is my favorite game, so, you know, I love it. Well, 9 and 6, they're interchangeable because you can switch the letters. The letters, the numbers. Anime Expo plans cosplays Akihiko and Driver's License, Piccolo, as well as Zena Robinson. Hey, yo, Erica Lindbeck. I'm not going front. Erica Lindbeck is, she kind of like, she low-key kind of fine. You know what I'm saying? She low-key kind of fine. Her and Christina V. They're kind of fine, bro. Oh, God, I'm actually saying shit that might incriminate me at some point. Fuck it, bro. I don't give a shit, bro. I like what I like. Erica Lindbeck and Christina V. Yo, is that my fucking guy, Daniel Pack, with the $5 super chat? Chat, how we feeling tonight? Shout out to the Penguin Enforcer. My guy, Daniel Pack. Oh, my God, it is so good to see you, my brother. I love you. How are you? Yo, shout out to y'all. We have 69 likes right now. Nice. If y'all can hit that like button, helps out the channel tremendously. All right, now you're saying too much. What? Because I'm just talking about women? Erica Lindbeck and Christina V, they good looking women. What? I can't say women are good looking. Fuck it, bro. Like, I don't listen. Like, what's the problem? There's no problem there. We gotta love our women. Exactly. Daniel Pack knows this shit because we gotta appreciate our people while they're here and they exist. The good people. Because the thing about Daniel Pack, what you guys don't understand, is that like the bad people, he will erase them for existence. That's why I pay him security. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Pack. Daniel Pack. Fist bump that shit right there. Put that fist bump emoji in the chat right there, Daniel Pack. But yo, Erica Lindbeck, she kind of cute. Christina V, she kind of cute. What about the chick that voices Rem? Rem. Shit. Who voices Rem? Jason is leaving the ultimate I'm straight comment. True, I love women. What we chatting about? We chatting about good looking women. Shout out to the women, man. Like, listen, on this stream, we respect women, bro. We respect women, and we love women. Are you going to play Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance? I would, but there's just too many RPGs I'm working through, man. Like, by the time I finish Persona 3 Reload, that game is going to be out, but I want to work through Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I will get it eventually. Because they put a lot of content in that shit. But man, the thing about JRPGs is that they're just so fucking long, bro. Shit, I don't like to say this shit, but they're longer than my dick, bro. Yo, Neo, I need a shout out from my Anime Big 3 panel at Anime Expo on July 4th. Yo, you doing Anime Big 3 panel? Yo, King Taichi, my fucking guy. He been a supporter for a long time. If you're going to Anime Expo in July, and Kory Gryffindor, I know you fucking going. Shout out to King Taichi. He's doing an Anime Big 3 panel. Go check that shit out. If I was in LA at the time and I was going to LA Anime Expo, I would go and support my brother King Taichi because that's what it's all about. Shout out to you, my brother. King Taichi, how you doing? Damn, this last shot, I'm definitely feeling it, bro. I fucking said shit that I shouldn't have said, but I don't care. Because it doesn't matter. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Brianna Knickenbocker. Oh, okay. Shout out to Kory Gryffindor. He knows all the insights. This chat, it's time to get serious. 5 more shots. I will take 1 more shot for the Penguin Enforcer. Because my fucking guy, Daniel Pack, he coming in the stream and he super chatted. If there's one thing that Daniel Pack is consistent on, he keeps the crowd at bay and he super chats and Dominique Richardson, my fucking guy. What's up? How you doing? I meant to do this. I did this. I gave you the fucking pinky. Pinky promise of this bitch. Damn, it's like literally all the shots are hitting me once with that last shot. I feel like that one black guy in that gif was like this. Yeah, like shots kicking it. I just Google search let it. It was easy. I hope Summer Game Fest is good. I hope so, but I just hope. Yo, Jeff Keighley's a funny dude, bro. Brothers rambling, and we're all here for it. Listen, you guys knew what you signed up for. You knew this. You said you wanted a return to streaming, and here we are. At my discretion, I'm about to wake up tomorrow and be like, fuck. But it's okay. I don't mind it. I'm all right with that. Dude, do the voice acting workshop class. Kory Gryffindor, if there's one advice that I can give you, based off like my friends who've gotten into the industry, do those workshop classes, take the classes with the professionals, hone your craft, and just go for it, bro. The world is your oyster. Do that shit, man. Can Neo pass his 7 shots? What shot are we on now? I don't know. Yo, Karuto, much love, my brother. Take care. Have a good one, bro. I'll see you next time. Chris, is Brianna White your type, the voice of Aerith? No. I mean, she's cute. Don't get it twisted. Brianna White, if you watching right now or some send this to you, what's up, man? Listen. But you know what my type is, you guys. You know what my type is. What's my type? Post it in the comments. Yo, that last shot really just opened the floodgates, dude. Like before, I was very chill. I was very calm. Like, let's discuss the intricacies of Microsoft acquiring Bethesda and what that meant and how it created a ripple effect into Activision Blizzard and Satya taking control. And now I'm just like, big booty Latinas. Oh. Y'all know this shit. BBW Latinas, I don't know about that. But thick Latinas, Chris knows. AI God knows. My type is women. Thick and Latinas. Yes, sir. That's the extent of my preferences. Really? Your extent is just women. All right, Dana Pack. You don't discriminate. I like Dana Pack because one thing I love about Dana Pack is he does not discriminate. He's just going to penetrate. There we go. We just got demonetized. I just know that much. Kat Dennings and Erica Lindbeck make me act up. He said, whoa, act up. Kat Dennings is fire, though. I'm not going to front, though. Like, I have, like, as far as, like, yo, Ana de Armas is bad. Kat Dennings is bad. Yo, Hannah Whittingham from Ted Lasso. Oof. Supreme Wine. Zero Latinas here in Europe. Oh, you got to fix that shit, bro. Neo is almost gone. No, I'm not. After this next shot, I don't know. $2, $1.99 super chat from Good Life J. More shots and more life. More shots and more life. Shit. This might be the last shot of the night. I'm not going front, guys. We'll see. Fuck. I'm not going front. This alcohol does give me like energy. Till we knock out. Hey. Was that shot 6 or was that shot 7? I don't know. Who's keeping track? David is. David's just sitting back like, ha, 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 ha. One shot for each of us in the chat, Neo. Let's go. Y'all trying to kill me? If y'all kill me, there's no more streams. Y'all do know this. If for those of you guys who are watching, hit that like button. Helps out the channels tremendously. I'm saying this before I slur words. God, I'll just end up on the floor right now. I'll be like, fuck me, bro. But like I said, I'm here until I make a bad decision. But you know what? I have people like Abdi who says, have some water. Absolutely, I will. We are going to resume the Kingdom Hearts data streams. We might do it this week. I ain't going front. I might be streaming a lot more this week because we're doing this stream tonight. Should we stream the Madam Web? We're not going to stream the video, obviously, but we're going to do a Discord watch party. But should we stream like the audio of it with a timer to sync up for people who want to watch it? Would you guys be interested in that? Like, hey, we're watching Madam Web. We're not showing the video here, but here's like a timer if you want to follow along. I think that could be interesting. But I might do, I'm not going to, I might do another Ask Neo this week. Just to make up for lost time. That might be the sober stream. Hey, take care, Retro Lad. Have a good night, bro. How many hours of sleep do you get for the gains? On average, Good Life J, 6 to 8. Eileen, if I'm lucky, I get 8 hours of sleep. But you don't want to get less than 6 hours of sleep because your body needs to recover. So 6 to 8 hours, bare minimum. Neo blinked with one eye. I don't even know about that, bro. Is it Christmas? Dana Pack, I'm Santa Claus. It's like not Christmas in July, but it's Christmas in May. I'm sick. I might be calling off for work tomorrow, so please do stream again. Oh, Court Gryffindor, I hope you feel better, dude. Like, honestly, on some real shit. But yeah, no. I'm thinking because I do have some free time, so we're probably gonna be streaming more. We're definitely gonna get back to it. But tomorrow night, I'm definitely gonna record that video, that like hour-long discussion. That'll be the video of the week, and then we'll just do some streams until I get busy again. Because I have a feeling in the next like 2 weeks, I'm gonna get busy again with work and everything, and different jobs and different assignments and all that. But we're going to make the most of it. We're still going to do the Ask Neo streams on Tuesdays. Unless there is a shift. Because I might be starting a new schedule. So if they have me working Tuesday nights, I'll just switch it to something else. But we're still going to do that. $2 super chat from Pooh Bear. Tell the story of your first date. My first ever date? I'm trying to remember. First ever date. Yeah, I can do that. Sure. So my first ever date. Okay, here we go. So I was in high school and there was this girl who I was really interested in. But mind you, back then I had no game. I had no Riz, as the kids call it. While I'm telling the story, can I get an age check in the chat? How old are all of you guys who are watching the stream right now? Post it down below in the comment section. Even y'all who are lurking. I want to see that. But there was this girl who I was interested in. She was this like cute Hispanic girl. Like, listen, everything started from a very young age. Like, I'm sorry I'm attracted to the Latinas. I can't help it. But there was this girl who I was interested in, and she was cute. She was like a shy, reserved girl, and that was my thing at the time. I liked like shy, nerdy girls. That was my to put into perspective for you guys, it took me a solid year to ask her out. But I finally did. Because all of a sudden she told me that like she wasn't dating this guy anymore. And at the time I was like, oh, that sucks for her. And mind you, 2024 Neo was like, nigga, she was telling you that for a reason. She was telling you she's ready. She is available. I was like, okay. So I asked her out. We went to the movies. We saw a movie. It's a really good time. Had a great time. Went back to her because she lived at the apartment complex across from the movie theater. We were just talking about everything. And I just said, all right, well, this is a nice night. Have a good night. See you at school. Yeah. And it wasn't until a few years later that I realized that she was into me, but she was just so shy and reserved. And she was basically saying like, why didn't you make the next move? I just assumed that if you didn't ask me out for another date that you weren't interested. And I was like, oh, that's how that works. Because everything is a learning experience. Everything is a learning experience, my friends. Everything is a learning experience. Everything. You told the story on Facebook Live. Yeah, like probably like 10 years ago. Close to it, yeah. I just didn't know at the time because I was so scared. But hindsight is always 20/20, my friends. So that was that. But then I had other dates before. There was this one girl who I met on Instagram from a mutual friend who I had a college class years ago. This is how I dated like my first like real relationship. I just threw a Hail Mary, and I was that's a good song by Trey Songz. You guys ever listen to that song Hail Mary from Trey Songz and who the fuck was on that track? It was Trey Songz and somebody else, but it was like, I got my chopper in my Rari in case I see my enemies. You know, like that shit is fire. Listen to that shit on your next workout. You will get hyped as fuck. But I saw a photo. It was like this guy I went to college with like years ago. And I saw this chick in his photo. And she was like cute girl. Nothing crazy. I slid in her DMs. I looked at her story. I was like, hey, and other than that. And then we ended up being in a relationship for 2 years. And it was cool. They were both Hispanic. They weren't white. I've never dated a white girl before, guys. I've dated predominantly Hispanic. I've messed around with white girls before, messed around with black girls, dated an Asian, but predominantly Hispanic. I don't know what my next relationship will bring, but it's been predominantly Hispanic. He don't like milk. Francisco, what's up, my man? I don't think it's that. It's just, listen, I haven't met a white girl who's just like, oh, you know what it is? I'm going to meet him. If I date a white girl, she's going to come from the gym. I'm just being honest. Like, I can't date those like skinny, toothy white girls that you see on social media. I need to date a white girl in the fucking gym, bro. Anyways, shout out to Good Life Jay, who's celebrating his 20th super chat on live stream, which is this similar to Kory Gryffindor. Yo, for whatever reason, YouTube was bugged, and every single time Kory would super chat, it would say it's like his 10th live stream even for a year straight. I don't know why. But Good Life Jay with a $4.99 super chat, 20th super chat. Would you agree that women tend to treat you differently when you start to come up physically and financially? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Dude, that's a common case. Women are the visual gender, right? They look at all of that stuff. Yes, they're very emotional, but they're visual. So they see a guy who has money, they see a guy who looks good, and from the surface level, they're like, oh my God, you know? So you're going to get more attention from them. So absolutely, you're going to see that. They're going to treat you differently if you look good and if you have money, right? But you got to question, are those the type of women you want to be hanging around with, and vice versa? Men, we are definitely more like, he hot. And that's all we care about. Whereas women, she's like, ooh, he's got money and he look good. But yeah, that's why I'm just like, yeah, no. I at least want to get to know the person beforehand before I get settled down. Skinny girls are not my type unless they're super pretty. Yeah, I don't do skinny girls. I just, as a general rule, if I do a skinny girl, she's in shape. Like, she's been to the gym, she's got muscle and everything. I don't do like really, really skinny chicks. I can't, because at that point I'm just like, what am I attracted to? I like some thick chicks. I like thick chicks who are in the gym, work in progress types. That's cool. Real, I fall for the gas station cashiers. Damn, Francisco. There you go. Being honest, then. I like that. This chick just hit me up on Hinge. Hold up, guys. 1 second. I gotta handle some business. I handle business. There we go. Brave man. Damn, this man. Listen, your boy Neo, I like to have my fun. But at the same time, I like to let you guys know so I don't divert attention. Thick lips is a must. I hit it. You hitting bones, brother. That's why I don't. You said BBWs, Julian Phoenix. Good for you, bro. I can't do gym women that look like dudes to me. Nah, bro. If you get some girls with a little bit of muscle and they take care of their physique, bro. I'm not talking about the ones that look like dudes. I'm talking like legit women who take care of themselves, bro. It's different. I think most of the girls I dance in on the club are definitely on the thick side. I see you, Kory. You getting straight killer right there. Daniel Pack said I got banned on Hinge. I don't want to talk about it. No, you got to talk about it now. We got to talk about that shit, Daniel Pack. You can't put that shit. Daniel Pack, if you're going to be my security enforcement, I need to know all your dirty, dark secrets. Your dirty little secrets. I'll tell you my dirty little secrets. I think I'm done on the liquor for the night, you guys. I am done. Oh, Jesus, I'm feeling it. I'm as Shulk said, I'm really feeling it. I think 3 shots in less than half an hour. Last concert you went to? I saw Boa. If you guys remember Boa, she's a Korean pop idol. I saw her back in 2021 or 2022. I think it was 2022. I saw her. She was performing in New York City. That was a lot of fun. I saw her. I saw freaking that year I saw her. I saw freaking, oh my god, I saw her. I saw, my mind is blanking right now, but I saw the composer of Inuyasha, Koji Wada. He composed. I saw him. I saw the composer of My Hero Academia, who did like You Say Run. I saw him that summer. Yeah, that was a fun year. Yeah, Boa is awesome. She did Every Heart. That was the ending in Inuyasha. I feel like I'm the only black guy that doesn't like thick women. Hey, Pooh Bear, you might like the skinny chicks. That's fine, bro. There's a lot of black guys who just like the skinny petite chicks. That's fine, bro. Dude, after all these years, I did not know your background. I assume you're Ethiopian. I am Ethiopian. I'm 100% Ethiopian. 100% to the bone Ethiopian, you guys. My mom is Ethiopian. My dad is Ethiopian. Slurring words, I know. They're both 100% Ethiopian. I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Shout out to you guys. We're at 80 likes right now. Hit that like button. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes before the end of the stream. My girl needs to have glasses. Ooh, you're saying your girl has got to have glasses. She's got to be a little bit visually impaired. Is that to make up for the fact that you used to be visually impaired, Jason, and so you need someone who's just visually impaired? Or is that just a kink of yours? I'm not going front, man. Like, my first real girlfriend had glasses. My last girlfriend, she had glasses, but she got LASIK. It is, I like it, though. I like glasses girls, bro. I like that shit. But the girls, I'm not interested in. There's one girl at my gym who wear glasses. I'm not like interested in her, but like, she be throwing the feelers for some reason. I don't know, bro. Guys, I'm just gonna be honest. This is some real shit. I'm not trying to sound vain because you guys know I'm not conceited in any way. But like, it's weird for women to find you attractive in the later stages of your life. It's very strange. Like, when I'm in the gym and I mind my business. I don't show off. I don't do anything. But like, when women find you attractive, I'm just like, this is strange, bro. I'm not used to this. I don't get it. I like it, but at the same time, I'm just like, 18 to 24-year-old me is just like, what the fuck? Shout out to NKDN. Bro is Akihiko. Yo. Alright. Okay. So here's the thing about Akihiko from Persona 3. I love Akihiko so much because listen. For the past 10 years, on and off, I've got people sending me comments saying like, yo, you're like Akihiko from Persona 3. Because Akihiko is like, yo, I'm all about fucking working out and bettering myself and eating protein and protein dishes and everything. I'm like, listen, guys. Yes, I am like that, but that's not my personality. It isn't. But I fucking love that dude so much. My boy Robert Hayes messaged me. My nigga Rob, I'm gonna hit you back up in a second. I'm live streaming right now, okay? Cause that's what it is. We communicate now on this bitch. Neo, because you think the feeling is weird is because we are the meme of careful who you call ugly in high school. We did glow up in looks. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Chris. You're right. But the thing is, I don't have that like weird superiority complex in that sense. I ain't going front. Okay, I'm leaning to the superiority complex for just a little bit. Can I be real second for just a little bit? There was this chick who I was like interested in high school. Didn't pay me no mind. And I was like, oh, whatever. I shit you not, like a year ago, she tried to hit me back up just because like she followed me on like Facebook and Instagram. She saw like my posts and everything. And she tried talking to me and everything. And I could tell based off of that. And I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. And I'm looking at this chick and she already got like 2 kids from one baby daddy. She gained like 50 pounds. And I'm just like, oh no, bro. That's not it for me, bro. Not at all, bro. It was not the move, bruh. And I could be vain about it, but I was just like, nope. Guys, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird people find you attractive in your like 30s, bro. Because I'm 30 now. You can be the dad that stepped up for Neo. Andrew James, I love you, bro. You've been here for a hot minute. But like, I ain't being no stepdaddy, bro. Okay, let's get a gut check. I already seen you guys, your ages and shit. Would you be a stepfather? Real shit. Like, don't just bullshit for clout. Would you be a stepfather? You're a single dude. You got your shit together. Would you be a stepfather? Be real. Like, don't try to bullshit shit for social media. Like, yes, if she's a real woman, yes. Like, don't do that shit. Be real. Be real and true to who you are. This man said for Florence Pugh, yes. I respect it. I'd have to really love her. I respect it. Women literally like older guys. I don't know what that is. Flame said no. All caps. Depends. I need to make sure I can take care of myself first. Yo. Is she attractive? Oh man, listen, I'm gonna give my piece and my stance on if I date a woman with kids. I had to take glasses off for this shit. I'm gonna be real. Listen, I'm 30 now, you guys. I'm gonna be 31 in a few months. It's hard out here for a pimp. It really is, man. Because dating women my age is rough. Since they're all trying to have marriage and a kid within 2 years. And I'm gonna be real about life. I can understand dating somebody for 2 years and then getting proposed to, sure. But marriage and kids within that time frame, absolutely not. So to me, when I'm looking at all this shit and I'm looking at like women who have like kids and stuff, personally, that's not it for me. Because the way I view it, I just, personally, I don't vibe with it. Because I'm the type of person where I want to start my own family. I want to start my own family. I want to start my own family with this person. And we raise our kids together and we go from there. Dealing with the baby mama drama, baby daddy drama of the shit that comes with it, for me, that's not a thing. I think that's fair, right? Because you never know what the situation is, the dynamic they have. You know? Like, no matter how perfect of a situation it is. For some people, sure, it's fine. Because I know a couple of my friends who are like stepfathers and it works out well for them. And more power to them. I don't want to take it away. But me personally, if I had to choose, I would date a woman who doesn't have kids. Because I don't have kids. And I just know, just as a default, that's much easier experience as opposed to that. But that's just me. I know where you guys stand. Booyah. I haven't seen Booyah comment all stream, but he said, no kiss for me. Not in this lifetime. I'll fucking live for that shit. Shout out to you, Booyah. 199 super chat from Echoes. Just got back from Japan. You have to go, bro. Shout out to Echoes. I'm so happy you had a great trip, bro. My goal is for 2025 to go to Japan. I was going to go in 2020, but then the pandemic hit. But 2025, they're doing Star Wars Celebration in Japan, and I did go to Star Wars Celebration in Orlando a few years ago. So, well, it was more than a few years ago. It was like 7 years ago. What the fuck? Time flies, my friends. So I've started saving away, and I'm gonna look at flights, and I might go to Japan for Star Wars Celebration. But we'll see. We'll see. I've got gray jeans. It'd be a shame if they went to waste. Yeah, man. I'm like I said, next year is gonna be fun. 2025 is the year. Like I said, we grinding all throughout 2024, and then we doing our thing in 2025, man. We taking them trips, doing our things, man. Yeesh. My dog is fucking barking for some reason. Oh, we got a $9.99 super chat coming in from the homie Luca W. Capital W, mind you. You a real one for defending your liking of older women on Twitter recently. To answer your question, nah, I want to have my own family. I'm fine with being 50 and marrying someone with kids in college. You see, I appreciate you, man. Like, that's the thing. I live my life authentically, and I stay true to who I am, regardless of whether or not people like it or not. Because remember, everybody's life is different, and I respect people's decisions and their choices to make, because that's their life. That's their decisions and their choices to make. So I'm going to live my life. I'm going to do my thing, and when I find the right one, I want to settle down with them. I want to start our own little family, our own little clan, and then go from there. Because remember, like, I'm 30. I'm going to be 31 in a few months. Like, it's one of those things where I say a few months, in less than 2 months. I don't really got anything to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, when I have kids, those sleepless nights are going to hit harder when I'm in my 30s versus when I'm in my 20s. I don't worry about that shit, bro. I just live life, man. I live life. And I want to go to Japan, too, before I have kids. Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, when you visit, yes. Dude, you guys think it's so funny? You think it's interesting that Tokyo and Kyoto, you could rearrange the letters in those words, and they're the same thing? It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Yo, I definitely got to eat that powder fruit. If I don't eat that powder fruit with her, then it ain't meant to be, bro. I'm just listening to the Destiny Islands theme in my mind, bro. Do 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 do. Where is my 1.5 HD remix? Baby, is that you? No, that's 2.8. Yo, this is crazy. I have never opened 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue on PS4. I have never opened this. Because really, the only reason I would play this game is probably Dream Drop Distance HD. But my game share partner on Xbox bought all the Kingdom Hearts games, so I have no reason to open this version. But dude, let me talk to you about some seriously gourmet shit. Oh my god. Where did it go? Oh my god. Where did it go? I think my brother might be borrowing it. My 1.5, 2.5. I don't see it on here, bro. Jeez. Yeah, I don't see it. He's probably borrowing it. My brother's probably borrowing it from like 7 years ago. I just never asked for it back. That's why we got digital, baby. I just hit my computer. Fuck. Nah, but I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not in the mood to have no kids. Like, I love kids. I want to have kids at some point, but I just, dude, the dating game is fucked up, bro. Thailand trip 2025. Yo, Francisco's got the idea. Guys, the dating game is fucked up, bro. It's so fucked up because like everybody is damaged from their old relationship. They don't heal from their old relationship. And now they think that every person coming into life after the fact is exactly the same. And what do you do if you're that good person that doesn't do that? You shoulder the burden. But how long do you shoulder the burden before it becomes a fucking nuisance and you start feeling like shit? It's terrible, guys. Do you have a lot of games that are still sealed because you just never got around to playing them? Yeah, sure. I do. I have a couple of games here that are sealed that I've never touched them, but I do own the digital versions of them and I've played them, you know? Like Gravity Rush Remastered, I still have this sealed. The disc is not on the freaking spindle, but I have this here, and this is actually worth a decent amount of money. Same thing for like a couple of random things like Tearaway Unfolded. This is like the remastered version of the PS Vita game. Yeah, I got a bunch of like random games that are sealed. Yeah, the dating life is terrible, my friends. Having a child with the wrong person is truly terrifying. Dude, that's why I'm so glad that, listen, I'm team stay strapped up. You know what I'm saying? I'm strapped up all the fucking time, bro. I'm not running that risk. Because if you have a kid with the wrong person, like, yeah, the kid could be incredible and the greatest kid of all time. But dealing with that baby mama or dealing with that baby daddy, depending on your dynamic, yeah. Yeah, I can't deal with that shit, bro. It's just not worth it. Bro, I'm pretty sure it might just be me overthinking shit, but I'm pretty sure one of my exes from like years ago is like stalking my Instagram stories. It's just fucking weird, bro. I don't know. It's like we broke up a long ass fucking time ago. Like, why are you still doing this shit? What do you think of your what do you think of the Simple and Kory recording? I haven't heard that yet. I haven't watched the I think they debuted that with the new Kingdom Hearts trailer. I haven't watched it yet. We'll listen to it soon. So what, you're single right now, NeoGameSpark? Yes. Your boy Neo is single. Your boy Neo is single, ready to mingle, living life. What console do you play on mostly these days? The Xbox Series X, because that's where like a lot of the current games I'm playing are on. Like, you know, Persona 3 Reload. I have Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I'm going to start on that. But I put a decent amount of time into everything. Like I just bought Unicorn Overlord on PS5. I have Rebirth on PS5. On the Switch, I have a lot of games. So it's split between those three. Good Life Jade with a 199 super chat. Did Kendrick win? Absolutely, because Kendrick won the culture, which is what Drake has always had for the longest time, and he fucking lost that shit, bro. The fact that people are singing "They Not Like Us" at the club is over for Drake, bro. Well, not over, but you know, it's like he lost that little war they had. I'm gonna drink some water because I definitely feel that shit. What are some of the reasons your relationship ended? Honestly, you guys, not healing from past traumas, thinking that this new person in your life is like your ex when they're not like your ex. You just have the insecurities. That's the gist of it. Without getting too much into details, because I treat everybody like I've been through shit in my personal relationships before, but I never throw that on other people because that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's their own unique individual. Of course, I have hindsight and I make sure that like I'm guarded, but I don't treat people just because like if a girl did me dirty, I don't think the next girl's going to do me dirty. I'm not naive, but I just don't think that like, oh, this girl did me bad. I'm going to think the same for this person. I treat everybody the same. But when you're not treated with that and you're treated with like the vitriol of what somebody else did, even though you didn't do anything, it's like, nah, I'm not here for that shit. You got to heal from the trauma. So, nah. Ever thought of shaving fully? Are you talking like shaving the entire beard off? Beard and mustache? I haven't been clean shaven, bro, in like since 2015, I want to say. That was the last time I was clean shaven. I've been thinking about it. I mean, because my beard's not crazy long. But I've been thinking about that. If I ever was clean shaven, it's probably because of a job. Like if they said you can't have a beard, I'm like, okay, fine. How many attractive women game like consoles and PCs do you think? I mean, those are the women that aren't on social media. I'll say that much. Like, I've seen like attractive women who play like the Switch. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of attractive women who play the Switch. It's crazy, dude. Like my last girlfriend was a big Switch gamer. But I don't really worry about whether or not they game or not. I just worry about it's like, hey, this is my hobby. I dedicate time to this. Like, that's it. How much we got to give to clean shave a beard? Nah, I don't do that. Attractive women play the Wii. Well, the Wii was like a big thing in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. If you wanted to like hang out with girls, just say, yo, we got this game on the Wii, hang out with them. Like it was fun. It was like an easy like way to, it was a party system. How long was your relationship with the Asian girl? It was a couple months. Nothing crazy. Attractive women play retro games. Oh, absolutely they do. If they have, listen, if they know about the greatness that is Chrono Trigger, then they attractive in my eyes. Let me tell you what. They are definitely cultured. That's what I'll say. Damn, all these women on dating apps sending me likes and they got kids. I'm like, oh god. I don't know, man. I just it's one of the things you gotta sift through. One second. 199 super chat for Echoes 93. You can never make women happy unless you are happy. Yeah, I mean that. I feel like that general rule, it goes both ways. Like, if you try so hard to make somebody else happy and then you are not happy in the process, you're going to feel miserable. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever had a girl that looked down on you for playing video games? No, I've never had a girl that's looked down on me for playing video games, but I have had situations before in the past where I've dated women who don't understand that sometimes me staying indoors and playing games is my form of personal space. Because I've dated women in the past who they've done everything with their significant others. I mean, literally everything. They were attached to the hip. And I told her straight up, I'm like, I'm not that type of guy. Like, I will date you. We will go out on our dates. We will have our time together. We will have sex like 3 times a week. But I need my own personal space because we are both adults who live our own separate lives. We don't live together. So I need my time. And gaming is a personal hobby. I don't want to have to force myself to like include my significant other in my hobby if I just want to play it. Like if I'm playing a game like okay, Hellblade 2. I want to play that shit by myself. I don't want to have to sit there with somebody else who doesn't play video games and have to narrate everything. Like I need my personal space, and personal space is very important in relationships. You need that time apart to do your things, and that's not a slight on your significant other. But I have had relationships before in the past, not recently, but like 5-6 years ago, where my significant others just never understood that because they were just so used to their partners doing everything with them. And I said, what the fuck? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Beware of women with the berserk tattoo? My God. By the way, what's up with the Persona 5 Royal video? Shit. I need to record that. Because I had a plan to record that. I just never did it. And I was just like, fuck. So like I said, like vicariously live through the streams. But if I sit down and I think about it, I could record that. It's mainly just going to be me gushing about like the final semester. And then critiquing like the main, like middle portion of the game and how it just drops off. Sounds suffocating. It was suffocating in the sense that I'm like, she viewed it as I didn't care about her and I didn't prioritize her. But I'm just like, yo, we both work full time. We have our own lives. We spend our time together, but sometimes I want some time to myself. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time, guys, I had to, just to appease her, I had to bring my MacBook. This is years ago. I had to bring my MacBook, remote play my PS4 at home, just to play Grand Theft Auto 5 with my friends online, just to be with her. And I was just like, what the fuck am I actually doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? So now I'm at that point where I'm like, if I need my personal space, I just say it. I'm like, hey, babe, I'm staying indoors. I'm playing a game with my friends. And that's it. Because I'm not like one of those dudes who literally all they do is stay online for 14 hours a day and play Warcraft or Final Fantasy or Call of Duty, you know? I'm like, no, I got my own personal things going on. I'm 25 and I feel like I've eaten that papu fruit with someone for his name. Oh, really? That's awesome, Booyah. I am happy for you, bro. I'll treat you right, bro. Only the bros know. Yeah, only the bros know that, like, if you don't respond to them after a while, it's like they're probably gaming, you know? Like, dude, I could be gaming right now. That's literally what it comes down to at the end of the day. I had this girl come over like a year ago, and I think she was turned off by the fact that I had consoles in my living room and a Persona thing on my Xbox. Some girls are shallow. Yeah, dude, you don't want to worry about those type of women. You really don't, because everyone has their own like preferences and shit like that. And at the end of the day, it's like this is stuff you enjoy, and don't change yourself to appease someone else who's not really. Let's be honest, they're not going to be in your life for that long, right? So if I ever bring girls back here and they see all this shit, I'm like, hey, listen, that's my life, man. I'm still gonna dick you down either way, so it's like, whatever, bro. But at the end of the day, that just shows that you have shit that goes outside of gaming, right? What's up, Black Lightning? How you doing, bro? I I think the mobile's the reason. Yeah, I mean a lot of women do play mobile games more than anything, but there's still a good amount that play like console and PC stuff. Still a good amount. It's just you won't see it because they're not as like out there compared to dudes. This man says, "Hey yo, hey yo." But so far, no bad decisions tonight, guys. I am actually very proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself. And we are good. Dude. Paper Mario is probably one of the games where I just buy just to secure a physical copy because the way Nintendo has been handling that game, it's been sold out on retailers for a long time. So I'm just thinking to myself, they probably printed only X amount of copies, so I need to cop it just to have it in the collection. Because they did the same thing with Metroid Prime Remastered. Oh, but I'm looking at the clock, you guys, and it's coming up on 11 p.m. So I'm thinking it's time that we wrap up the stream for the night, you guys. It's not bad, though. We went for a solid 4 hours. Solid 4 hours for the return live stream. Never a bad thing whatsoever. I know some were thinking we can go for 5 hours, so I'm just like, nope, we ain't going to do that. We got close to it, but we didn't do that. So, Flame, you can sit your ass down. But, yeah, you guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here for tonight. Definitely not going to be the last stream of the week. Whether or not we stream the Madam Web thing or it's just going to be like us in the Discord party, we'll handle that as we get close to it. But regardless of that, I want to thank everybody for coming through to the stream tonight. I appreciate everybody pulling up. If you haven't by now, make sure you hit the like button. It helps out the channel tremendously. We're currently at 82 likes right now. If you're listening on playbacks, let's see if we can get this to over 100 likes. And yeah, thank you so much for all the members. Thank you so much for all the commenters. Thank you so much for all the super chats. You guys are the literal best. It was awesome being able to trade stories with you guys all throughout the night. And before we go, we got to have ourselves a hydration check because it's been a long ass time since y'all motherfuckers have been hydrated, and I take personal offense to that, and I'm not gonna let that happen again. So on the count of 3, you guys grab your favorite H2O beverage of choice. In the case of David Big Lad, it is straight up moonshine. For some people out there, it might be toilet water. Who knows? But on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, hydration. And I am going to go downstairs. I'm going to cook myself some dinner. And I will wrap it up for the night, you guys, before I hit up this Latino who's been hitting my line. But anyways, for me to you for now, my name is NGS signing out. And like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.